I don't know how to whistle. I don't know how to whistle. Fuck me. Oh shit! I said the F. I said the F word. I said the F word. No. No. I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to say the F word. It's. I just say it all the time. Okay. Hush now. Hush now, my child. Da 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 da. Don't really know what I'm doing, cause I haven't done this for a very long time. Yeah, my favorite pen by Mac. Yeah. Hello there, Omega Mighty. Welcome back after a year. I haven't done this for a year. Yes. I haven't done this for a year. I need to change. I need to change this. It says warning. Yeah, I don't say for work. It's my workstation. This is where I do most of my work. And I can't really show it at all because it's not safe for work 100% of the time. So, yeah. Put this in background. Again, I'm just organizing it. I'm reorienting back into streaming. You know what I mean? I'm just getting back into the groove. That's just how it is. I can hit online. Yes, I don't really know. To organize this. Oh, I barely, it's being too loud. It's too loud? Shit. I have a solution. Now you can't hear shit. Maybe. That's already quiet, I said. Maybe it's on my end. Oh, oops. Now you can't hear anything, can you? Here, let me organize. I don't know, it's... It's all coming back to me, maybe, I don't know. Oh, here's a not safe for work stuff that I can't show. What's happening here? Oh, someone's arm is getting bashed. Okay. Now what am I doing? Oh yeah, I'm changing stuff. Text. I'm gonna call this. I don't know. Text. Text. Caution. Yeah. I'm gonna use Bebas. Bebas, cause that's Bebas. Bebas book. Bebas book sounds okay. Okay, Bebas book. What does it say? I'm gonna say, censored, or why say not safe for work? Censored. Not safe for work is much easier to understand. Okay. Outline. I need to be thicker. I need to be thicker. Bold. No, it doesn't. Oh wait, I have to hit the goddamn. I have to hit. There you go. Not safe for work. Okay. There you go. Yeah, I don't know why I open up Photoshop just to do this. I could just make one here. Okay. That's kind of cool. Maybe I should use that. I don't know. I'll just add the. Work. I can delete this now. I don't need it anymore. Delete. I can bring this all the way. And then I can also add outlines to it, right? Gradient, outline. Okay, outline. My outline? My outline. I'm gonna change it to maybe that work. I don't see the outline. Maybe I need to make it bigger. Oh, that's why. Okay, remove that. Do we have any kind of shadowing thing here? I can do it via filters. Filter. Really no, scratch that. I know what I'm doing. Where is my Gradient? Maybe gradient is much better. I'm gonna replace flow. What's with the hearts? I don't understand. I never understood the heart. Background color. Wait a minute. Maybe that's what I needed. Background. Oh, goodness. What is that? That is not... That doesn't help. Costume. That's an N thingy. Mapping. I don't know what this... I don't know what I'm doing right now. What is all of this? Feel old. Anti-alias. How do I get rid of this? I regret the costume text thing. I'm so new to this. How am I doing? I just came back from work. I am tired. I am tired. And I still have to keep going. I needs to. The only thing I can do right now. I'm gonna turn this black, maybe. Big. That's good enough, I guess. Gonna go for, yep, 10. Yeah. I'm tired. But today's not the end of my day. I have to start streaming again because things are hectic as heck. So I have to do, you know. I can't go. I cannot rest at all. I got a lot of stuff I need to do. Give me a second. Let me just move aside for a second. Get me out of here. Boop boop boop. There you go. Okay. So, actually, I should be here. I don't know what I'm doing. I got lots of things to do. I just came back from physical work. That doesn't mean that I'm done with my digital work. I need to work on... I got stuff I need to do. But you know, that's what happens if you become an adult. Do you like pizza? I'm okay with pizza. When I do get pizza, I usually spoil myself by sprinkling that with a lot of bacon. And garlic. And onions. Oh boy, top of my own daily stream. Pretty much. Okay, so... That's set up now. This is set up. This one is set up. This one is gonna be my AI stuff in the bottom. If you're wondering what that is, I'm about to show you. Let me remove this for a second. Move that. Okay, so this is gonna be a little different because I don't really know how to set it up yet. If I can pull this off, it'll be cool. Maybe. First, I need to open Bing. I know, right? Bing. What's Bing? 8feet is using Bing? Well, listen. Bing is trying their best to compete with Google. And I think they found a good solution to compete with Google. So, I say more power to them because Google has stagnated for a while. And I think it's time. I legit woke up not even a minute ago. Hey, you know, different time periods, maybe. I mean, different time zones, I mean, not time periods. Okay, Bing, you're embarrassing me. Bing is not turning on. Bing, this is your debut, maybe. And you're already not working. Bing, you failed me. I trusted you. Bing, how could you? Okay, well, Bing, I don't think it's working. Okay. So, Bing AI is not working. I trusted you. I'm gonna shut it down, maybe turn it back on. Ding. It's 10 p.m. Oh, okay, I forgot. Other people on the planet. Other people wake up in other times. I go to sleep. I work around this time, so you know. Wait, have I eaten? Oh my god, I forgot to eat again. Forgot to eat again. Whatever, I'll eat soon. Okay, so I cannot turn on Bing, I guess, so... There goes that idea. I guess I'm gonna have to go Firefox then. No, wait. My Firefox safe? I don't know. Okay, so we're gonna open character AI? Yeah, character AI. Firefox character AI. And then we're gonna open Chat GPT. Then we're gonna open Bing AI, but of course it's not working right now, so I'm gonna have to ignore you for a second. I could have sworn I had 4 AIs, so wait. ChatGPT, character AI, Bing. What was the fourth one? I could have sworn I had a 4th AI. Am I blanking out right now? Wait, I'm blanking out. I could have sworn I had 4 AIs. Wait. How can I forget? Wait, am I blind? I don't remember what my 4th AI is. Unless there was only 3 this entire... Chat character, chat, Bing. Wait, what the fuck? I could have sworn... Am I blank? Am I making him? I think I'm a dummy. Does anyone know any other AIs nowadays? We have ChatGPT, we have Bing, we have Character AI. What's the fourth one? There should be a fourth one. It's like gaslighting myself this whole time. Holy shit! Oh god, I think I just gaslight. I think I just gaslit myself this whole time. Well, that's well, that sucks for on my end because I'm like, bruh, you just gaslit yourself for like the entire like I just gaslit myself this whole time. That sucks. Okay, whatever. Okay, friendly AI, Lily. I'm gonna have pair program right. Okay. Okay, so oh, that is weird to think about. Is there a way for me to find all this? Or I have to do it. I guess I have to do it manually. I'm gonna do everything manually. Okay, so if I can get this set up properly. So for now, I'm only gonna have two AIs because the other one isn't working. Okay, so I genuinely thought I had four AIs. It's really pissing me off. It's like I could have sworn I had four AIs. How can I not think of the fourth one? Does it not exist? Am I dumb? Bing is one of them, but it's not working, obviously. Character AI is the new one I'm working with. Oh my god, I think I just gaslight myself. I think there was just three AIs this entire time. I don't know. I'm dying. I'm I'm dying internally on the inside. It's like, how can I forget that? I guess I am getting senile. I'm old. Getting old. Help me. Okay, we're gonna call this. We're gonna call this Chat GPT 4. Chat GPT 4. And we're gonna turn this into that one. There you go. Firefox automatic. Okay, so we're just gonna bring this down there, and cookie. Hey, I got a cookie. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it away from no. All right now. I'm not hungry yet. I'll be hungry soon. So get that cookie ready. I'm not really a cookie guy, by the way. I'm just doing it because it belongs to someone. It's more satisfying if it belongs to someone. You take it away from them, which is fucked up to say, but you know what can you do? Duplicate. No duplicate option here. I think there is, and then duplicate. Okay. Okay, haven't seen this. It'll be fun. Hopefully. Okay, now we have a there we go. Cat GPT. Wait. Oh, here it is. Bring us down. There you go. We got ChatGPT here. We got this. Which one is the right one with the right name? Great name. This is 2. Okay. I'm gonna rename this. I'm gonna rename this to Oh wait, oops. Character AI. Character AI. There you go. We have ChatGPT down here. Once I get Bing working, I'll put Bing here. But for now, we're just gonna have two AIs for now. Okay, bring this down here. That should work. Okay. Maybe just nudge it a bit so there's more space. Okay, I'm just gonna say some random stuff for now so we can get going. Sup, and then oh wait, I cannot do that. Oh god. Okay, sup, guys. Good morning, AIs. I guess. How are you? Sup. How are you? Uh oh, ChatGPT is having a problem. I think. There it is. There you go. Can't say I actually have anything. I feel anything. God damn it. Could have. Whatever. Okay. Looks like ChatGPT is struggling. ChatGPT, you'd fit. Are you gonna fail me right now? I swear. You're gonna croak it. I think ChatGPT is gonna croak it. Yeah, ChatGPT is popular. That's why a lot of people are using it. Because of that, the servers are not gonna work. See? Bam. There goes my... Okay. Well, that's something to worry, I guess, about. Also, we need to... lock that shit. Bring it down. That... Okay, there you go. I guess this is my 2 AIs for now. I could have sworn I had 4 AIs, but I guess I only had this other. I don't know. Okay, I think this is all working as intended. Okay, so I'm gonna start working on stuff. I guess need to figure out how I go with this. I don't know why Alex. Alex, why are you in the voice chat in my Discord? You should. I'm not gonna. I'm not. We're not gonna be. I'm not gonna be using the Discord. Oh yeah, that's what I want to do right now. I want to work on my Discord because a lot of people have been commenting on me saying, "Hey, 8foot, when are they gonna make the Discord available?" Let me just yeah, the Discord. I'm just organizing stuff around. So I guess I'll work on the Discord. I guess. Okay, let me see. Yeah. You know what? Let me just show my legs. Why not? Let me show my legs because you're all freaks. We're all freaks. So zoom distance. Oh god, I gotta slip. I gotta flip. There you go. Let me zoom in. That work? I guess that works. Ah, okay. Right. Not good. I have no idea. There you go. We're just gonna bring it down here still. The reason why I'm doing the foot thing, because I know one of these days people are gonna want. I don't know. Anyways. Okay. Trying to not block your profile pic. Okay. Is that good? I think that's good. Okay. Okay. Let me figure out what to do now. Oh yeah, my Discord. Okay, so I'm gonna reorganize my Discord. So for now, we're gonna change. We're gonna start playing stuff in the background because that's my attended stuff. I'm just gonna be working today. I'll just be working. Everything's gonna be boring, I guess. I don't know. But you know what can you do? I'll just start watching people or something. My Oh yeah, I have to turn on my restricted mode because everything I do is not safe for work. There. Restriction is on. Hopefully that'll protect my stream. Okay, now let me start pulling up stuff that I am. Oh god. Oh yeah. That's not blocked at all. We bought Old Traveler trailer. I haven't seen those guys for a bit. Maybe I should watch them. Hopeless Greed. When I posted, I had some. Hmm. Gonna be eating soon. Maybe. You know what? I'm just gonna play this guy. So what are they doing now?
We bought a trailer.
I think she's pregnant. I think.
What were we thinking?
I don't know.
Didn't they like just ended their Prius life thing and now
Today
they're
we are
taking a
not in the
trip?
Prius because we are in my buddy Johnny's truck on our way to go pick up a trailer that we have bought sight unseen, which is
Oh
not
wow,
recommended.
that better not be a bad
Yeah,
deal.
we've had a lot of family and friends being like, wait,
Okay.
you bought a camper, but you just got home. You're like, yeah, we're going to see it for the first time today when we hook it up to Johnny's
Okay.
truck and bring it to the island.
So you might be
I'm gonna
wondering,
start. I'm
why
gonna start
would we
organizing
buy
this
a
stuff.
trailer sight unseen? Why would we go through this crazy process?
Key
Well, we
channels
bought it
and
because
messages.
it is a Bigfoot trailer, which is manufactured in Canada.
Oh
It is
god.
very desirable, and the guy who listed it
Okay.
sold it for a very, very good price. And so,
Need
in
to
order to
organize
secure
all
the
of
spot,
this.
we
What
had
can
to
I
buy it
do?
without actually seeing it. But now day is the
category.
day where we actually get to lay eyes on our
Everyone
Hey Robert, it's
not
I.
chat unless they have the citizen role.
Oh my gosh, wow.
Okay,
You're
citizen
we're
role.
30 minutes out now.
Citizen role can send messages. Other than that, everyone else cannot do anything.
We'll see you in a bit then.
Turn that off.
He
Please.
specifically said, "Don't text me, call."
Yeah, he's a straight to the point kind of guy, which
Okay.
I like.
I'll
Oh my god.
see on
Hi,
stuff.
there's a bush. Rude bush. Hi, little turtle.
Ooh, do, 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 do. Organizing everything is a bitch. I don't want to do it.
How you doing, man?
What can you do?
Oh wow, did
Do
we
that.
make it, man?
It's a beautiful day.
Out.
Holy smokes. Hey, how you doing, buddy? Thanks again. Yeah,
I'm
this is my wife.
Citizen.
Yeah.
I love
Citizen can send
Oh my
messages.
god, dude, this
All they
is
can do.
crazy.
This is a
Look at the
nice
floral. This is amazing.
Yeah, I know that's probably, I don't know how old that is.
Project
Oh, it's perfect. I want
Oh my gosh.
That little
missions.
one.
Everyone cannot send messages. Citizens can send
This is
messages,
our
but that.
bathroom. Leah's
Okay,
look
let's
chat.
set up.
This is the bathroom.
my toilet. And
I'm tired.
this is very
I just got back from work. What did you expect?
into it. Like, you could stay here.
Everyone cannot send
Oh my
messages.
God, it's
Citizens
too much
can.
for me right now.
And
No
okay,
idea
that's
how anything works, but
working.
you know what? This is the beginning of the
My gaming
Holy
stuff.
cow.
Gaming. Send citizens, yes. Lounge. Why do I say again? I'm working my disc. My disc.
Part of this is that we don't actually know what we're doing, so we brought my mom and dad because they know a little bit more about trailer stuff. So hopefully everything's gonna work out.
Disgrace cannot do it.
It's not a problem, but
Citizens.
How are
Citizens.
you feeling about your new home? I think we are. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Bring that out.
My archives. I might have to start pumping my archives again.
100%.
I just need to figure out what to do.
Little
Okay.
turkey.
Yeah, a little turkey. I love this. This is like a
I'll
detailed
just
piece. I can't even.
Like a wine rack. A guy could put some bottles of wine in
Seriously, yeah.
wait a minute.
Oh,
Guess I'll just
that's
delete
what I love about this whole experience.
that.
We're so over our head here.
Um.
All right, so here's kind of a moment. I've never driven a truck in a trailer. I've never attached a trailer to a truck.
Okay.
I haven't done any of this before.
Everyone
So,
can
You
see the
haven't done it.
channel.
I clearly haven't done it.
all right, so let's take
An
Johnny's
archive.
truck and see if we can.
Least paid membership.
I feel good about it.
Times.
I have so much confidence.
I guess I'll have everyone
You
see.
want to film me fuck this up?
Cannot send any messages. Adults.
Okay, now coming back about 6
Okay,
minutes.
delete that.
Okay, hold it there. We should be able to work with that.
There's so much blurring. Okay, all right.
The body sold.
Okay. Now, my shared that
There it goes. Levi's driving it for the first time. Wow.
general
Woo!
and not send messages.
It looks good though.
You need a citizenship by Discord in order to do anything.
Okay, so we bought the trailer like less
Hey.
than an hour
Bot
ago,
chat.
and now we're going to
Bot
back it into
chat.
a campsite, which is kind of like the hardest thing to do with a
Get
trailer.
in chat.
I've
That's
never
different.
backed up a trailer like this.
I don't think I have to change.
So, hopefully this goes really, really great.
Council chat. I really need to use the council chat. I don't really know what to do with it though.
Thankfully, my parents are here to make it even easier.
Rules.
So
The
Guy
one.
and Jean are gonna set up their Prius with the tent off the back there, and Levi from this position is gonna pull forward,
Updates.
back into here. No pull through sights,
Which
just
one?
back in. We'll see.
Self roll. Self roll. What is this? Hide after inactivity. Hide. Self roll. You trying to? Oh, alright. Permissions cannot do all of that, but they can do this. Mod support. Mod support is kind of weird because technically you can send messages, but
She looks
shouldn't. You know what? I'm gonna have to leave.
to me.
So
I'm so impressed with you right
I
now.
will, however,
Vehicle right now. It's going pretty well, to be honest.
add a delay though.
There's a tree
Maybe
in the
it.
cliff.
Yeah.
I'm gonna add a 1 hour, 30 minutes delay, maybe 50 minutes delay. 50 minutes delay. This is kind of important, you know. But I will not allow links. I will not allow attaching files anymore. So that will be that. So it's entirely just talking. Announcements. Everyone cannot send messages, but citizens can send a message but cannot
Actually, you're very hot.
embed links or touch pictures.
Sit down. We'll get this all
I do
sorted.
the hammock.
Okay, I think my Discord is ready.
Gosh.
I'm gonna have to stress test it though. So, well, what can you do? Okay, how do I organize this? How do I set this up? I don't. Where's my invites? There's my invite. How do I invite again? I'm gonna type server trench cafe under reconstruction.
I think that's one of the craziest parts about this whole story is just how amazing Robert
Construction.
was. Honestly, the guy was an absolute
Update.
legend. He helped us
Channel
set
we
up
send it.
most of the stuff going on with this
Channel
server.
we
If it wasn't
send
for
system.
him, I don't know how long it would have taken for us to actually leave his shop with this
Any
And even in that, it took us
thing.
3 hours, but we checked
Automod I haven't
pressure, we checked
I haven't done
absolutely
Automod before.
everything, and he
I
gave
want to
us
use
a
that.
lot of helpful information.
and free stuff. So he had like a bunch of
Minutes.
liner for all the windows that he was gonna repair, and he just gave that to us for free. He had a spare tire. He had like a
No
frame
messages.
thing to hold the spare tire in place. Like he absolutely
That failed me.
overloaded us with gifts. He was
That
giving her
whatever that
gifts
system
away
was,
on
it
stuff
failed
when
me.
they're hanging
If
out.
that was the case.
Very hot, and he was like, "Do you need
How
some
do I
shake?" I'm
how
like,
do I
"Yeah,
how do I
need some
invite?
shake."
We love Robert. Hopefully, your next Facebook Marketplace
That worked.
buy,
I'm
you get somebody
confused.
like Robert.
Invite people. Edit in.
Obviously, we haven't had a chance.
I am tired. I am fucking tired, dude.
So we're just gonna focus on
Server
directly on.
settings.
Do you think it'll
Create
be the
channel.
same
Create
size?
event. That's an event.
I think it's gonna be
How does that work?
Really?
Voice channel somewhere else. Text channel. External
You
link.
can do it. I believe in you.
How that works. This is all new to me. I'm confused.
Be the same size.
Oh.
No, it's a bit longer. No, it's exactly the same size.
I mean, that's really nice that it just fits.
Uh,
I know that we can sleep on this side of the bed.
Wow, yeah, it's like damn near exactly the same.
Zoom invite link.
So
Awkward
the reason
boosting.
why we are putting the bed on top of the bed is
I don't know what I'm
because
looking at.
we don't know where the sheets have been. Robert seems
How
like a
did you
great
do
guy,
this
but he used
stupid
to do
invite?
hunting
I don't know how to do the invites. It's been a while.
camp
I
living,
am
I guess.
tired.
So it's a little worse for wear.
Right. Whatever. I'll just make a new invite. I guess. I don't know. Tired. No, wait. I could have sworn I made an invite
I think
earlier.
you gotta keep 'em.
Oh, I mean a while ago. I just have to find it.
Like, let me know what you think.
Okay, this is Leah testing.
It's
out
under
the
my
Betty
alternate
Betty
account.
Bye situation.
Oh god.
There's so many layers of underneath of it.
Okay, there it is. I found my invite link. Holy shit. Copy. Yay. Okay, my invite, my Discord is open again for everyone. But no one, but you can't type anything. You can only see, but you can't do anything anymore. It's under construction. I don't know. I think I had the similar thing with my friends on Discord.
We
Fix it
bought
entirely
a
after.
trailer.
Yeah. Oh, I'm tired.
What are you thinking?
Wait, is it a oh wait, it's not a repeat.
So behind us is a
Tips bliss.
1980s Bigfoot trailer manufactured in Vernon, British Columbia, and now
I don't
we
know
are
why
the
my
proud
tips is there. I should really
owners
organize.
of it.
Link
We
tree
are
should be
using the microphone
prioritized.
right now because as soon as we started
Channel
shooting,
memberships.
a generator across the street started up because they're building a deck.
Custom URL. Wait a
Sorry,
minute.
I mean a deck.
Change that.
So yes, at long last,
Oh
we
shit.
finally
Oh
bought
god damn it.
our next adventure rig.
I don't know. Whatever.
So far, it is
Tips
just one
bliss.
half, the trailer.
Rating
Which,
this.
as you may be able to
We're gonna
see,
say
is
Discord.
in need of work. So let's take a tour. So the reason why we chose this unit in
Discord
particular is because
server.
it is a fiberglass frame trailer, which means that it's very long.
Okay, there you
lasting.
go.
A lot of
Where's 4
trailers
links?
tend to mold and fall apart,
Gosh.
but fiberglass trailers don't. Being the fact that we're buying 1980s
I
version,
mean, this is it in the description. This
pretty
it's all
I make mine and
I'm
everybody
reorganizing everything in real time. It's
This
I'm literally I'm doing it right
1980s
now. It's not
is
ready.
actually a
I'm
stencil
doing it as we speak.
metal that has been riveted
It should have
onto the
changed. It's not
outside,
changing.
which is such a
I guess I have to wait. I don't know. Okay, so
perfection for something
ooh.
just wait
Ah.
till you get inside.
So coming into the trailer,
Hey,
probably the
Kevin.
first thing that you
Anyways.
notice is the floor has been removed. This is just a plywood floor. Apparently,
Link.
Rob, who owned it, he did a lot of hunting. So he,
Sure.
you know, butchered
Channel
things
membership.
probably on this
That
floor.
one.
So I'm kind
And
of
my
glad
Discord
that he
member.
removed it. But clearly, a lot of work to be done. But the most beautiful part is these wonderful cushions. As you can tell from everything
Okay.
that's in here, this is all the original stuff. Nothing has really changed.
Discord
Except for these hideous
server.
curtains, which I don't know what the original ones were, but I can only imagine these are more disgusting.
Discord server.
But I actually really love this pattern. I think once we clean everything up, having this original piece is just gonna look so good. So in terms of general layout, this is the dinette area, which very comfortably seats 4 people. And
Okay.
this
Discord
goes down,
server.
so there's a full bed here that could sleep 2 adults. And then on this side is the whole kitchen setup. We looked at a ton of trailers trying
Oh
to
wait, I
find
can do
things
that.
with a lot of counter space. So I kind of love how much there
There you
is
go.
here. There's
I think I need my link tree.
apparently all of these things
I need a
work.
link tree.
That's for a future episode.
Piece of it.
An old Dometic
Need to update
fridge
my
which
link
runs
tree.
on electricity or propane. In here
Oh,
is the
God, it
stove
does it.
top with 4 burners.
It is.
Again, runs off of propane. As we know from the RV, I don't
Wait, how do I
love
log in?
cooking with propane inside, so we'll see how that goes. And there's even a tiny oven. Like just the babiest oven ever. Future video, we'll see if all
Oh
this
wait, my link
actually
tree
works.
is
The nice thing is there are 3 vents in here as well. There's one directly above the
link tree admin.
There's one over here in front of the dinette, and there's another one
Log in.
the very coveted we need to have bathroom. Thankfully, again, there's a skylight in here. There's this weird blue window thing again.
Okay.
But there's a toilet. And actually
Okay.
a decent amount of storage in here.
Boop,
That's
boop,
like the
boop, boop,
theme of this
boop. Okay.
trailer. There is storage everywhere. And after coming from the Prius,
Yo, welcome to stream.
me and
Also,
the
I should
guy
really
built
move
space
this.
to create more storage. It's
Don't
already
break on me, please.
So our
Ah.
plan would one day be
Is this
to,
working?
sort
I don't know.
of improve this
You wonder what I'm doing? Putting my camera
so that it is
above me
slightly
now.
more
I think now I'm facing up.
I don't know if you can
Where am I here? Okay, how do I reset?
Right, so this is
Okay.
our future and current on the road rig, and we have
Okay.
plans for it, but we thought it would be good to
Okay, how do I
start
reset
this
this?
series by telling you
Advanced
what our
tracking.
plans are.
Our plan is to use
Set orientation,
this rig
okay.
over the summer and just see what works and if the layout is the right layout for us. We looked at
Does
a
that work?
ton of different trailers because we wanted to have a place
Okay, maybe
where
it's working
we
now.
have a dinette, but also have a separate sleeping area
Okay.
so that if it's rainy,
Ah,
or
ah.
windy, we can be inside and still not have to be
Ooh.
outside all of the time.
Discord
Feature
link.
earnings from the Prius itself, and
This
at the
one.
end of the summer, we're gonna see how much work lays ahead for us.
So we don't
Yeah,
have
thank
a
you for
specific
subscribing.
plan on what we're going to do to this thing and how we're
Um,
going to renovate it
Link is now updated. My Discord is open again, I guess. How do I save? Wait a minute. Is that it? Gosh. Yep, it works. Smelling tree is working. I need a tree icon. Tree icon or leaf icon. Nope. Leaf icon font. Where's the goddamn leaf icon? Emoji. Thank you. Is that the only one I can use? Marijuana? Why is it the marijuana? I don't like you now. Plant symbol, copy paste. Stay away from me. I just realized, every time I'm looking here. It's honestly a very risky idea. I know, right? The only thing I can do, though, is no one can chat in my Discord. Unless you have a citizenship, which... Wait a minute, I just realized something stupid. So my citizenship is no longer available. How do I delete all of this? Citizenship. Move all reactions.
What are you talking about? I haven't had fun like this in a long time.
565 citizens.
With an ugly and boring woman like me?
A beautiful girl like you?
Let
But there are a lot
me
of
fix this.
Do not fall. Do not fall. He's one of those guys who shows
What's happening?
loyalty
Oh
on
god.
He can get any girl he wants. Give him a chance. Don't fall in love.
Oh god, I have to open Tatsumiku.
What's the first rules here?
Cool.
Live hard, be hard, bro.
Okay. So you technically still have a chance to get a citizenship in my Discord if you go to my self-roll. But I'm turning that off, so you better get it while it's still hot.
desolation. It's nothing but a flat
You have a chance to get a citizenship
far as you can see.
if you can get in time before I shut it down, so good luck. But I am planning on moving away from it, so, you know. There it is. Okay. At the moment, they're not allowed to chat. At some point, I'll do something with it, but for now, I'm not gonna do anything with it. Authorize. I don't know. A second.
We're 160 miles away from everything.
Logging with this.
If you're on a plane that goes down over the Arctic and there's only ice around for
Whatever.
as far as you can see, what do you do?
I need
and
to
how do you
organize.
survive?
Try this again.
That is exactly why Blast exists, to teach service members how to
Hmm.
survive in a barren Arctic environment.
Wait, this will be centered. Okay. There. Now you can actually see me looking in the right direction. Probably just gonna give the other roles to stick with the server booster. Yeah. It is, you know. I mean, if I am a if I'm a full scale streamer, then maybe yeah. But right now, no.
Small settlement of only about 500 people. It's a jumping off point for the 109th Airlift Wing's ski-equipped.
There you go. I think that works.
They fly resupply missions to the remote National Science Foundation camps across
I
Greenland.
set it up
While
right.
Greenland flights are important, they
Servers.
also serve as practice for the 109th mission to the other
Okay,
poles.
with construction.
Summer for the bottom of the world.
Okay.
Flies resupply missions across Antarctica,
Where
just like they do in
is
Greenland. Before
module?
the airmen can fly on Antarctica,
Self-roll.
they must undergo barren land Arctic
Not the
survival
self.
deployment on the ice sheet.
Roll. Select. So I'm a serious specialist. What's the current enables?
Survival, evasion, resistance, and escape. We're going to take them out to a barren Arctic environment, and we're going to teach them everything they need to know
Action.
about
It
Arctic
missed.
survival. And
Okay,
keeping
yeah.
down. So
Okay.
it entails,
Where
water,
is
understanding the limitations of your
confused?
clothing,
In a
and
while.
truly
Organize
experience.
this again.
So just being out there and using the gear that you have and
Manage
knowing
roles. There you
that
go.
can actually
Okay,
do.
so citizens is currently
I
disabled.
joined the military. I joined the Air National Guard.
No
It's
citizenship.
one of the only
Okay, it's
10
gone.
departments in the
So
world
that was your
that
only chance to get your
it's
citizenship.
really high tech
Sorry.
Air National Guard base.
I had to do
They
it.
have this Greenland mission and then the Antarctic one.
So I'm gonna have to rename
Sheet
this.
metal mechanics in particular. Like
Oh
we're
wait, I
always
can't
freezing
rename it.
cold.
I'm a
Shit.
pilot in
Because
the
that's not me.
Airlift Squadron, flying the L.
That's not me.
I was active
Oh,
duty Air
shit.
Force for 12 years. It's the
I
only
can
reason
delete my own
T2
message.
is the only ski
Kind
equipped
of sucks, but you
medium
know, what can you do?
airlifter in the world. So no
Okay.
one else
So
has
I'm gonna
something really
say,
like this.
not available. Oh wait,
It's wild. It's wild, especially when you've been flying for a long time and it just feels so different.
not available.
Because
Not
you're sliding
available.
on the snow.
Citizenships is currently not available.
Wheels, you have to steer with the power. The LC-130 is a basic crew of aircraft commander, co-pilot, flight engineer.
Public.
Sits
Oh,
between than just behind. The pilot
no.
behind them sits the
Public.
engineer, and then the other two crew members, the load masters. So everyone on
No
the crew
public.
has a specific job, and it just takes the whole team working together to make sure that it happens safely.
Today, we're about to get into the class
Yay.
for barren land Arctic survival training before they actually head out to the
Yay! Okay, so it's set up right now.
January.
So citizenship is now currently.
Here, we have a few items that they'll use in the event that they have to put the plane down and possibly survive. This is Hilleberg tent. It'll
Okay,
fit
so we're good.
There's going to be 2 in this kit. A stock pot that they'll use to generate water. Put snow in it and we'll melt it down.
My
into
head
the
is too
water.
high. I need to.
They also have a parachute canopy that they'll utilize. when
So
they
I'll look
go
like
to make their
this.
Snow house. They'll have some extra clothing, extra goggles, gloves. We instruct on all this stuff, how to utilize it, where it's at, what
Okay.
kits they're in, and what they're used
It's
for.
kind of good idea since it can not allow anything to start with the issue that causes closing. Yeah, pretty much. But it also, yeah. So pretty much it allows the ability for people to go through my Discord and see things. But you know, no one's really using the chat anyway. So you know, what can you do?
From Fort Bragg, North Carolina, the 82nd Airborne Division will travel by
Okay.
air to a point well inside the Arctic Circle.
75 years of Arctic experience.
I'm gonna have to.
Kangerlussuaq got its start as a U.S. air base known as Bluey
Social
West.
media.
In World War II, after the Nazis took over Denmark, Greenland, which is in the Kingdom of Denmark, actually became a de facto protectorate
Yeah, there you
of
go.
the United
That's ready to
States.
go.
Soon after, the U.S. military started building installations
Okay.
on the ice-covered island.
So many things. Oh yeah, I was looking for my plant icon.
Served as a stopover point between the United States and Europe during
Wait a
the
minute. That was just a regular plant this whole time. Why lied to me?
really not unrealistic for planes to go down over Greenland. I mean, look at this. All
Zing.
along the coastline here, there's more than 50 flights
Discord
that crashed
server.
right here, where we are in Kangerlussuaq.
Okay, Linktree. Now have the Discord. Discord server, channel memberships.
Time it, and you then realize that you are in the middle of nowhere.
The hardest thing for the students is definitely always the first morning. Getting out of that sleeping bag,
I link it.
back into the cold for that first time again. If they did something wrong the day prior, they're going to learn from that mistake the next day.
Copy.
Man, I'm expecting to be very cold. Because I can't handle the cold super well.
Here.
In the Arctic,
Holy shit, that's longer than I
everything
thought.
goes wrong, even for the U.S. military.
Link.
Everything is broken, and the weather is crap.
We had a prop oil light come on, so
I don't use my TikTok.
shooting
I don't know why it's
went
even
away.
there.
As we're taxiing out, it came back on. It was intermittent.
I'm actually gonna get rid of my TikTok. Where my TikTok? I don't need
Back
it.
to maintenance, and when we shut down,
There you go.
we had another prop oil light come on.
Good server is
Switched it
ready.
up, and we went back out a second time.
I also recently did this. I.
We were gonna go right into Raven. Obviously, didn't happen because the weather was too bad for us to even.
Oh god damn it!
So
Can't.
had to
can't show
circle
it.
for about 45 minutes, and had to come back.
We would just have to try again.
Do it
tomorrow.
next time.
The 4-day, 3-night course just shortened to 3 days and 2 nights. I'm sure the airmen were pretty happy about that.
Okay, copy all of that.
Let's see, I got my cold weather parka, cold weather pants, and then I got like a Gore-Tex medium jacket and pants as well. Go underneath that. Got multiple layers of thermals, which would be great. Wool socks,
Hey.
That gator, everything like that, to kind of stay warm out there.
Oh,
Big
too
boots
long.
to keep my feet warm too, and then my sleeping bag, and definitely got a lot of gear.
One of the stranger things that's
Yes.
you need to get used to is sometimes the horizon
Description is
can
too
be
long.
impossible to see or completely impossible to see, and it'll just kind of look like you're standing in the middle of a ping pong ball.
Are there any hidden spaces that I need to do? Why is this all tree? Or just one? Even one is good. Ooh, I'm tired. Okay. Hashtags. 1, 2.
So,
Okay.
if you ended up out here in a survival situation,
Public.
first thing that you're going to do is prioritize and like figure out, hey, what do I need to do, right?
So while we're out at camp, we basically go through a survival situation the way you would in an actual
To
scenario.
update my channel trailer.
Push the snow down, and then roll really tightly. And then I
It.
like it center of my chest. That seems fine.
Okay, survive, early exit. All of this. Oh god.
Go through the top, and then you go back down to the bottom of the buckle. That'll seal it.
Even with the liners, it's still, it's so small.
That. Hey.
So right now they're doing their immediate action shelter. So
That's
getting rid of
fine.
the elements, setting up the equipment that they have on their aircraft, and then starting to get at their survival needs, making water, tending to medical concerns, and honestly staying dry. So if you out here with improper
Okay.
training and improper
Can also add
equipment,
blender
you know,
now.
you're
I'll do that
40
later.
minutes to an hour away from death, or at least
5.
losing fingers forever.
The
This is gonna start
Yeah, the
cook
channel's
through
set.
that, so I want to add a little bit of water first. Thank you, and then you start.
Oh god.
Where am I gonna procure water from? What's better than snow?
I think we're good for now, but you know,
Really deep
it's all up in the air.
Types of blocks. Vertical cut blocks and horizontal cut blocks. In the end, they're
Okay, I'll make a. Need to make an announcement. Actually, oh god, I have to go change my Twitter.
work together.
I mean my
Got plenty of tools.
Twitter, not Twitch.
Work rest
Twitter.
cycles. Digging is very tiring and gets you nice and sweaty.
My detachment is stationed in Eielson Air Force Base, Alaska, and we're tasked with
Oh.
training customers that require Arctic
Do
survival.
not disturb. I'm online, I guess.
The Arctic Circle and beyond.
Gamer mode. No. Integrations. Integrations. Connection.
Most of your typical blocks that we're using are around 50 to 60 pounds. Sorry, someone's gonna ask me a question. I'm no weather meteorologist, but it's blue skies. Look,
Oh, you know what? I'm not gonna mention anything. I'm just gonna send a costume message instead.
not good.
I don't need to make my shit.
It's such a big operation to make happen.
Yeah.
Even getting
How do I say costume?
the camp cadre
How am I doing with
requires
costumes?
logistics support to get it done.
It's been a while.
Surprised me, only 4
Yep.
people this year.
Yeah, we'll just see how this turns out. How did I use it?
During the Cold War,
Oh,
Blue
no.
West 8 actually got a new name, Sonderstrom Air Base, which served as the jumping off point to resupply radar sites. Like this one
Appearances.
here on the
I don't know what
polar ice
I'm
cap
looking
on
at.
the- And they used kangaroo swag kind of as that.
Closing modern fit.
The weather we're getting
Ability.
right now is called a
Blah 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 blah.
If you can
Meow meow meow.
not really a distinction
Applications,
between
keybinds,
the sky and the ground. Everything looks
auto
white.
mode,
It's
auto
like a
navigate to
giant
home,
ping pong ball. So they really
devices.
wanted to be able
Well,
to
how do you connect this shit again? I don't remember.
geopolitically, like the world's focusing on
About me, you can mark down links.
national defense strategy, like
Gonna
what
do
do you
that.
think that is?
Apple button. I don't know. Help me.
It's maintaining
Yeah, I hated that.
the winter months.
That's
So
apps.
that becomes as strategically important as moving logistics, if nothing else.
Know how to do this anymore.
Part of the globe becomes increasingly important, for the shortest route from one camp to the other lies across the pole.
activity privacy. How do you do custom messages again? I feel like an idiot. Should be easy, right? Blah. Blah. Did that work? Nope, it doesn't do anything. How do you do custom messages again? Online. That costume status. Whatever. I don't care. Clear after. Don't clear for now. I'll do this. Okay, I'm gonna call this um
This is like the best part about Greenland.
um
Where we come in between 4 flights food. Yeah,
at
we're running hot dogs.
YouTube.
There are Sandy dogs.
Live at YouTube.
It's called a Sandy dog because this used to be Saunders
Emoji.
Junior
Can I put a fat snake? No, I cannot. My guy.
12-hour shift. I average about 5 on a slow day.
Do whatever. I'll do a good. Cool. Live at Twitter, YouTube. Yay. I'm tired. How many times have I said? Bob can control his dog. So dog started biting his arms.
When we woke up on the second day, the temperature was about.
Okay, I know my custom stat is that the arm pain is pretty much gone. I remember my leg being broken. For all this.
And you could hear it, like everything
By
was
Discord.
going around. We thought we were gonna get like swept up and like blown away
Organized.
into the barren wasteland.
Link tree, location. Location. My location is Washington, D.C. Washington, D.C. Okay. Yeah, that's working. Intended.
It's beautiful down here.
Building a snow trench is a
Snow
tremendous
trench.
amount
Like
of
trench.
work.
Why's my head so high? I can really.
We're stuck right now.
Talk about signaling for recovery using the flares that are in emergency kits to signal aircraft. The final day, the final part of the last day, we kind of build a community shelter.
Day 4. Blink and it's over. It was already time to pick up the blast students and drop off the second
I need a eating sim. I need a eating symbol. You know, sometimes I'm hungry. That looks good. I'll use this.
Last camp was.
Wait a minute, it looks like shit. Fuck.
It just starts to feel colder and colder the longer you're there.
Is it so bad?
There were definitely real world consequences, like even within that training environment. I don't want to go back out there. Let me make that clear. But blast was a blast, so.
If for nothing else, it's good motivation to never be in that situation.
Maybe I can find us.
For 4 straight days, the 109th
Yeah,
Airlift
find
Wing
a
tried
version.
flying Coffee or Die onto Greenland's ice sheet to observe its airmen at blast camp. But by the end of the trip,
That's
we
good.
only made it onto the ice for 5 or 6
Why
hours.
is it blocked?
Believe me, it wasn't for a lack of trying on their part. The 109th was nothing but persistent. As it turns out, Murphy's Law and Mother Nature always get a vote north of the Arctic Circle. 50-year-old planes regularly break, and the weather on a 660,000 square mile ice sheet is rarely predictable. The more I think about it, the more I realize just how necessary the 109th Airlift Wing's barren land Arctic survival training is.
I think the video is about to end. I already watched it. I'll just play. Oh, I haven't watched this one actually. But I'm gonna be eating. Yeah, let's go watch rap.
This episode is sponsored by Squarespace. I used Squarespace to build both Basics with Babish and BingingWithBabish.com. On the sites, you'll find recipes, equipment lists, other news, and updates. All beautifully designed, if I do say so myself. Get 10% off your first Squarespace order by visiting squarespace.com/babish.
You were totally freaked out and without even thinking about it.
How do you lose your map at a time like that?
Believe me, I've asked myself the same thing
Bastard.
ever since.
Hello there, welcome back to another episode of Anime with Alvin. Today we're going to be taking a look at the ramen from Ruby, which in the show is served in a giant large pot. And I have to say, making a ton of ramen from
anything?
scratch was an
Doesn't.
exciting idea. And we're going to be using the Way of Ramen's video as a reference for Shoyu Ramen. In his video, he references Keizo Shimamoto, a highly respected ramen chef and actually someone I know very personally. So, thank you guys for the direction.
Oh, this guy.
First,
Hey.
with the soup, I'm going to take an
That guy.
entire whole chicken and put it in a pot and cover it with water and just let it cook for a little bit. While that comes to a boil, I'm going to get started on the chashi.
Yes.
I'm taking this rather large slab of pork belly without skin and just trimming off any flaps or bumps of meat that might get in the way while rolling. These scraps will be saved for a snack later,
So, we turn on my.
belly gets rolled up
What's this
nice and
one?
tight with some and dropped into a pot into which we're going
Okay.
to dump some marinade. That means 1 cup of
Yeah,
soy
really,
sauce,
at
1
the
cup
moment.
of sake, 2 cups of water, and 3
Image.
inches of ginger, 3 cloves of
What's the
garlic,
image
2
reaction?
scallions
Oh,
of
wait, I
onion.
get that.
While waiting this to come to a simmer, I realized that the liquid
Image.
was not enough to cover the pork, so I doubled the soy
Eating
sauce
and
and sake while adding in a 3rd cup of
eating.
granulated sugar to
Oh, yeah.
balance the sweetness. This goes for about 2 hours, flipping every maybe 15 or 20 minutes or so to make sure that all sides of the pork are evenly coated. Now that our whole chicken is simmering, I'm adding in 2.5 pounds of chicken feet and
Simmer
roughly
now.
the skins of 8 chicken thighs. These will add some really nice flavor and collagen to help thicken the soup. This is going to go on a low-medium heat for at least 6 hours and maybe up to 12. Remember those pork trimmings we cut off earlier? Well, now it's time to make them into a snack. So I'm just throwing them into a little pan, letting them brown and sear until the fat starts to give the outsides a little nice golden brown color, and adding in a handful of sugar just to help get a caramel started. Once the color is looking good and the sugar is just on the verge of burning, I'm adding in a half a
Okay,
cup of
so
soy sauce and half a cup
this
of
will be the.
sake.
Actually, that's super
Put it in the pan
distracting.
and just give
Maybe I should
everything a
do
nice
it
little
like.
bath. To balance the flavors, I'm finally adding a 1/4 cup of sugar just to help glaze the meat. It's a pretty foolproof sauce that works for any sort of meat that you have left over. I just like it because it's a way to use up leftover scraps. We ate all of this in about 15 seconds. Another component you might find in some pretty tasty bowls of ramen is an aroma oil. And in this case, I'm taking the green-white parts of 3 scallions, chopping them up pretty thinly, dicing up 2 shallots into pretty small chunks, doing the same exact thing with another 3-inch knob of ginger, and crushing and chopping up 4 garlic cloves into small pieces. Once our little army of
Good
arrows
enough,
have been
I guess.
assembled and divided, they go into a
Okay, so when I have this symbol up, it means I'm eating.
heat from very
Pretty
low
much.
and
I think they
this
use their
up
servers. You need
until
Discord, yeah.
medium to low heat, just until the moisture
Yeah,
has evaporated and
pretty much.
every single little bit in there is cooked.
However, if you talk to someone
Really,
or
really
someone's trying to
quick
talk to
here.
you, they can
Skip
use
straight into the
emojis.
bowl, which we're gonna keep the oil separated, but also keep
So
those
that's kind of
crispy
neat.
bits for later. This is a little flavor
My
jar
mute
that
mic.
contains 300 milliliters of shoyu and 32.5 milliliters of mirin. It's been sitting for
Okay.
a week because that
I'm
will
just gonna
allow
turn
the
off
flavors
some.
to develop in order to make our tare, a very
Oh, for sauce and
concentrated,
stuff. Okay, yeah.
powerful, flavorful sauce that essentially seasons our meat.
Hotkey.
I'm not sure exactly what goes on, but I can tell you over the course of the week, the
Need all of
flavors and
this.
aromas have changed quite immensely. And to keep jamming this thing with more flavor, I'm going to add in a sheet of kombu and about 2
Okay.
shiitake mushrooms dried
Mhm.
into this and let this sit overnight. Now, to make some dashi, combining
Ba 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 ba.
liters of water with
Ba ba
25
ba ba.
grams
Yeah, it
of
works.
kombu and 12.5 grams of
Oh,
dried
God.
mushrooms. This also hydrates and sits overnight. While that's going, I'm going to soft boil some eggs really quick. Pretty simple. 8 to 12 eggs, as many as you'd like.
Okay, I'm gonna go and I just remember why I want to hide
The
myself.
foolproof method for me gives me a nice soft jammy yolk every single time. When the next day
Do this
comes
instead.
around, we're going to pour all of this into a pot, bring this up to 140 degrees Fahrenheit with a temperature gun, which I'm going to use.
Okay, I'm gonna get
just
something
prove
to
see if it
eat
works.
now.
Aha.
See if this video is long
looking
enough.
good. And once this reaches
yeah.
140 degrees, I'm removing the kombu and shiitake and
Not good enough.
up
Look,
to
I'm getting something to
140
eat.
degrees.
Oh,
Then I'm
BRB.
adding 32.5 grams of katsuobushi, letting that steep for about 5 minutes or so and straining the whole thing so we have a nice container of dashi. To finish off our tare, I'm heating up this shoyu mixture until it reaches 175 degrees, removing the kombu and shiitake mushrooms and turning off the heat. Then in goes 5 grams of sea salt and 10 milliliters of Thai fish sauce just to add some extra punch of flavor. Like I said, this thing is very strong, and I'm quite excited to see how this will eventually flavor our soup. And this is our chicken soup from the day before.
before. It's been going for about 12 hours and it has rested overnight to cool. I'm just removing a lot of the fat from the surface and saving some of that for later, but also taking off a lot of the scum and extra fat that we do not need in the end product. To strain this, I'm not trying to disturb the whole soup by dumping the whole thing in a strainer, rather ladling it cup by cup into a strainer, as much liquid as possible without getting those chicken bits stuck in the middle. After removing all of those little feet and entire carcass of chicken, I'm pouring the rest and trying to get as clear of a chicken soup into this as we can. These eggs have been hanging out in that ice bath for long enough, so it's time to get them out of their shells and into somewhere safer to be cut open at a later date. I always like peeling eggs in water because it helps me remove any little bits of shell or skin that might be stuck to the surface. This soup now goes into a pot and begins to heat before we can add in its aromatics. So while that's going, here is our chashu, which has now emerged from its very flavorful soy bath from yesterday. I like to let it sit in the marinade overnight that it's braised in, just to absorb a little bit more flavor. My favorite part about cutting cold chashu is that it stays perfectly together and you get those nice pink cross sections and swirls that reminds you that you are doing something good with your life. These are gonna go set aside because we're gonna go and give them some solid heat treatment at a later time. The aromatics for our chicken soup is vegetables. So I'm throwing in a quarter of a head of Napa cabbage cut into squares, half a head of garlic which is just cut in half, and about 25 grams of ginger which has peeled and been sliced. This cooks for about 15 minutes at 200 degrees Fahrenheit and the whole thing gets strained once more. Again, you can eat those vegetables too. I definitely took those home and added it to my chicken. And just like that, our soup is ready. And now for the really fun part. It is time to assemble our battle station to plate up. So I'm taking each and every single one of these eggs, cutting them in half and taking a half a second to admire their beautiful, runny, soft yolk. Next up is our chashu, which we have spread into a single layer on a baking sheet just so that we can take a blowtorch and beautifully sear each side of them. This is usually my favorite part of eating a bowl of ramen if they have it, and I like to get a little smoky and torched just because it smells really, really, really good. Now that our army of toppings have been assembled, including those greens from those scallions we cut earlier, we can now start to build this entire giant bowl of ramen. I have to my left a giant pot of boiling water, to which I'm going to ladle a little bit inside the bowl just to heat it up. These are some beautifully freshly handmade ramen noodles we got from a Japanese grocery store. I could definitely make my own, but they'd probably be really, really not good. So these are gonna do just fine. They go into the water for roughly 1 minute per batch, and while those are cooking, I'm going to build my soup. I remember watching Keizo make a bowl of ramen a long time ago, and usually he starts by putting in the tare first. So after exiting the hot water used to heat the bowl, I'm pouring in the tare first, followed by a lot of the chicken soup that we have made. And once those noodles are ready, batch by batch, I'm going to dump them into their nice little broth bath and try to fold them using chopsticks and provide a nice little flotation device onto which our toppings will sit on top of. And now we have to plate this according to how it looks in the show. So we're going to start by doing a multitude of eggs in one quadrant of our bowl, followed by a handful of pan-seared enoki mushrooms that we just quickly cooked off camera. Next to it goes a handful of our crunchy aromatic bits from our oil earlier. Those fried garlicky shallot, ginger, scallion bits are going to be pretty good. Opposite the eggs goes our entire army of chashu slices, torched and seared. At this point I'm getting quite excited because usually I only get 2 to 3 pieces of pork in my ramen bowl, and now we have about 7,000. And finally, to close the gap, a handful of the scallion greens. After doing a little bit more nudging and fidgeting, I now present to you our giant bowl of shoyu ramen from Ruby, with everything pretty much made from scratch besides the noodles themselves. A recipe inspired by the Way of Ramen's video and my dear friend Keizo Shimamoto. Thank you to you both for providing such valuable assistance with this. And we've been working on this pretty hard for 2 days, so I think it's about time we ate this thing. And as always, first you must taste the soup. Wow. I am surprised, but I'm also not surprised, considering this is a recipe that comes from 2 of the most respected ramen people on the internet. It is amazing, so full of flavor, but not heavy or rich like a lot of ramen can be. If I really wanted to describe this, I could go to thesaurus.com and start pulling out some big words, but I gotta tell you, this just tastes super, super, super satisfying. All the toppings, the eggs, the pork, everything just goes together so well, which means that the whole entire studio definitely went a little ham on this one. Steve took home the rest.
Thanks again to Squarespace for sponsoring today's episode. They've been a great partner in supporting the Babish culinary universe and bringing my websites to life. From websites to online stores to domains and analytics, Squarespace is the all-in-one platform for you to build your online presence. They also have SEO tools so that your site is getting found and searched by more people more often. If you want to try it for yourself, you can start your free trial today by visiting squarespace.com/babish to get 10% off your first purchase.
Yeah, I'm still making my. What's happening here? Still making my food.
You can now see.
Making sinigang. Oh, I'm heating up sinigang. Sinigang. Oh, so hey there, Murloc. Stream. I'm making food. The heck did I join to? I'm making food right now. Go watch people make the food I'm about to eat. Where is food? Sinigang video. You look good. Yeah, that looks good. Oh, a microwave. Wait, this is a mukbang. God damn it! I want cooking sinigang. Sinigang cook. Maybe I cook it. Oh, yeah, whatever. That was the same video. Okay, watch her make food. I guess. Good. Okay, I'll be back. I need to get food.
Hey everyone, welcome to Pie's Kitchen.
Hungry.
Today we're gonna do yet another Filipino dish. This one has been requested of me many times, and it is sinigang, which is a tamarind soup with lots of meat and vegetables. It's really healthy and really delicious. However, most of the time when people make it at home, they get one of these soup packets, okay? But today I'm gonna show you how I make it from scratch. No packages needed. And it's gonna be good. Let's get started. Now you can make sinigang with any kind of meat, but my favorite is pork ribs. Now these are spare ribs that have been cut into small pieces, and you can get them cut like this at an Asian butcher. Western butchers don't tend to sell ribs cut up like this. They'll sell you a whole rack. If that's what you have, you can just separate the ribs. You end up with bigger pieces, no big deal. But it's really important when you make soup from scratch that you use bone in, because the bones will turn your broth into a really flavorful stock, okay? So I'm gonna start by salting the ribs. Just give it a bit of an advanced seasoning before we sear these off. And I'm gonna sear the ribs so I can get nice browning, and browning is flavor. Do you like my new pot? We match. Just some vegetable oil, any kind of oil you're using. There we go. Now it's sizzling. And you might want to do this in a couple batches if the pot isn't big enough. So my second batch is nice and brown. I'm going to put my first batch back in. Yes, when you weren't looking, I put on the apron because I was getting splashed with all of the sizzling. And I'm just going to cover it with water. Just enough water to cover the pork. Perfect. And then I'm gonna season this broth with some fish sauce. And before I add anything else, I want to let the pork simmer for a while because there's gonna be quite a bit of scum and foam floating up. And then I wanna scoop all that off before I add my vegetables. All right, that looks much cleaner. So the pork still has a good 45 more minutes because I want this fall off the bone tender, right? So I'm essentially braising the pork. But I want the onions and the tomatoes in there to help flavor the broth, and I also want the onions to be really, really tender, if not dissolved into the broth. There we go. And if you need to add a little more water to get things covered, go for it. Now, while that is oof, that looks good already. While that's happening, I'm gonna make my tamarind juice. Now, normally you see me use this guy, the pre-made tamarind juice, but today I'm gonna actually use the tamarind pulp, and I've done a whole video, everything you need to know about tamarind, so you can definitely check that out. I'll put the link up here, but I wanna use this today because this is more sour than this one. That is not always the case, okay? I always say that tamarind varies in acidity from batch to batch, so your jar tamarind might be very, very sour. Put some hot water over the pulp here and just let that sit until it's cool. I mean, this still has to go for a while, so I'm just gonna let it sit
food.
use it.
My food.
Yes. Look at that.
That's good.
The pork is now fork tender, and
Turn on
the
the
tomatoes and the
fan.
onions
Sorry.
are super soft.
Gonna
and
be loud,
delicious.
maybe.
And it smells so good already. All right, so now I'm gonna start adding vegetables to this, and one of the vegetables I'm gonna add is taro. And I was surprised
I
to see
received a
taro
notification.
used in this soup because in Thailand, most of the time we use taro in a sweet application and rarely in
Just
savory.
finished
And
the
the idea
game.
of putting it in soup, I thought, oh, that sounds delicious. So this is a part of a taro root, and I bought it from the store already peeled and cut. because the whole root is massive. And so if I buy it, I won't use it all. So I'm going to throw these in.
Yeah, better way to.
And so I'm going to let this go for about 5 to 7 minutes. It's almost done. And taro comes in big and small varieties, okay? I prefer the big one because I think it smells better and it's starchier, which I prefer. But if you like the little taro, you can use those as well. And I believe that's more traditional. All right, while the taro is cooking, I'm going to deal with my tamarind now. So squish it with my hands just to get the pulp released into the water.
Capture.
All right. And now
Large.
I'm just going to strain all the pulp. Do one last squish in the strainer. It kind of helps to actually push it against the strainer, get last little bits of pulp out. Awesome. I would suggest tasting how sour this is because then you have an idea of how much to add, right? Oh, that's nice and sour.
No context.
Whew.
Yep.
Yes, that's exactly what you want. And if you just dilute this, add a little water, you get a nice tamarind juice as a drink. Perfect. Looks so good. Look how rich that broth looks. That's all the bones and the ribs. All right, so now I'm going to add some green beans. Now, I would have wanted long beans, but they didn't have long beans at the store, so I'm stuck with short beans or regular green beans. And these will take just a couple of minutes more. So the taro should have a total of about 10 minutes in the pot. I'm going to add just a little more water.
Yeah, good
make
enough.
sure everything is covered.
The reason why I want to look at
spicy.
when I'm
Now in the
watching,
Philippines,
you know
they
what I
use
mean.
banana peppers. I'm going to use Thai peppers because it's more spicy.
Oh,
It's
God,
the
where's
only
my
one
water?
I have in the freezer. So just crush.
Also-
the seeds are broken, but I'm going to leave them whole.
Also,
so no one
it
accidentally eats
appears
them.
that
do not
you
have
are
to make it spicy. This is just
are
my
defeated.
version. Now the beans are just about al dente. And
Give me
if you
water.
like softer beans, definitely add this before. And you can use whatever vegetables you want. You don't have to do the ones I use. Now I'm gonna just fork the taro just to make sure it's cooked. Yep, and you want it to split easily like that. Okay, so I'm gonna add some bok choy, or you can use water spinach. That's very common as well. I couldn't find any, so bok choy will do. Stir that in, and I don't like to cook bok choy for very long. Just residual heat from the broth is enough for me. And of course, I'm gonna finish the seasoning with the tamarind. For this soup,
have a bit to
want the
eat.
sour flavor
Oh God,
to be
my phone is
the
not fully
dominant
connected.
flavor. Okay, it is a sour soup, but you can make it sort of, as sour as you like it, obviously. Look how beautiful that is. And the tomatoes will give its acidity as well and sweeten the soup. And the onions is like dissolved into this broth. So good. All right, let's taste this. Oh, that's good. Ooh, a little spicy. I will add some more tamarind.
Yeah, I'm eating right now.
Actually, I like things sour. And that is it. How easy is that? I just love how rich that broth has become. Now
But yeah, I'm eating sinigang right now.
but for
I'm
you,
eating.
I will taste it straight up. That looks like a nice piece. Now, for those of you who have never had this style of ribs before, don't worry about being graceful. Suck the meat off the bone and spit out the bone. That's it. And if you've cooked the ribs long enough, it'll just fall off the bones easily. Oh, so good. My Filipino friends, I love you for having come up with this dish. The pork
We kill Magellan for this.
tender and the ribs are quite fatty, so it's super juicy. The broth is rich and tart, yet it has a natural sweetness from the onions and the tomatoes and the ribs itself. Notice I didn't add any sugar at all. I didn't need to because it's naturally sweet. Oh my god, and the taro actually imparts an aroma, the
Try to
taro
open it.
aroma into the broth. It makes it super
Working.
nice.
Everywhere.
Wow, what a great way to warm up on a cold night. I can really use this right now because in Vancouver, it is rainy and cold. So I hope you give it a try. The recipe will be on pieskitchen.com. I've just launched it, and that's where all my non-Thai recipes will be. And then hotthaikitchen.com is where all the Thai recipes are. Makes sense, right? So give it a try and send me a photo when you try it on
Let's
Facebook,
go watch
Twitter, or
a old lady.
Hello, Mommy! Ay, ikaw pala.
I gotta speak in language that you won't understand. I'm sorry. Oh, wait, I can just do this. There you go. We can just. Yeah.
Gutom na gutom na.
I'm very hungry, she said.
Ano bang lulutuin natin ngayon, Mami?
Naku, dahil maulan dyan sa Pilipinas ngayon, alam ko may bagyo. Ito ang
There's a storm in the Philippines.
asim, masabaw.
Very sour and. Well, I mainly like to.
Baboy, ang paborito ko. The pork belly. Taba ng baboy. Soup bone, buto-buton. Siyempre, masarap yung may nginangasab ka. At spare ribs.
You're wondering why I'm Filipino. I can understand all of this. To some degree.
Huhugasan na natin ang ating mga baboy, ang aking mga alaga.
This is the content you're getting from me. It's very real and mundane.
Maganda yung mga nakuha natin parte ng baboy. O, tingnan nyo yung pork belly.
Just saying,
masyadong mataba.
we got really good pork belly.
Buto-buto rin siya. At isasawsaw mo yan sa patis mamaya. Mamasahihin ko muna ng konti. Tatlong beses natin siyang huhugasan. Ayan, lalagyan na siya natin ng tubig. O, ayan na. Pantay na siya. O, salang na natin. Huhugas muna tayo ng ating kamay.
Driving in the night is calming. Taking the trash out in the night is scary. So keep that in mind. It's very different. Because you know, when you're taking the trash out, you feel exposed. But if you're driving at night, it feels relaxing.
Ilalagay ang ating sibuyas at kamatis. Baw. At ngayon, tatakman na natin siya. Ayan. Sige. Ito na ang ating mga gulay na ingredients. Labanos, radish, gabe, kangkong, talong, okra, sitaw. Hindi masarap yan kung walang siling sausawan.
Serrano chili.
Serrano ba tong ganito? Sa
Serrano
dami ng sili, hindi ko na siya alam. Basta sili. Lalagyan natin siya ng sibuyas, 2 malaking kamatis.
See, fair point.
Asim.
I should be pointing here when I'm talking to you. Yeah, see, fair point.
Asin. Peas sauce. That's a peas yan. Peas sauce.
Hindi.
Fish.
Wala sila. Patis.
Bakit
Patis, fish sauce.
Fish sauce at meron pang salt.
Kasi konti-konti lang naman ako maglagay. Kasi ang asin, pampaalat. Ang pisos, pampalayer ng lasa yan. Para malinam na. Ayoko mag-apron ngayon kasi para ito lang ang makikita.
I love the tomatoes that comes with this. You can't see it, but you know.
My bestie. Thank you, Nicole. We love you.
Okay, Princess Nicole. Tip! Marami tayong magagamitan ng sinigang. Di ba? Isda, fish, manok, karne. Lahat
You can
yan.
put anything. You can turn anything into sinigang, even just vegetable soups.
Please comment down below kung ano ang klaseng paborito niyong sinigang. Sinigang
My favorite is
na
beef.
sinigang na baboy, sinigang na isda, at kung anong klaseng sangkap ang nilalagay niyo. Sampalok ba? Kamyas? O santol? Guaba? Miso? Marami pang iba. I'm excited dahil malapit na akong kumain. Kumukulo na. Ayan na, sarap ng kulo. Oo, mga 30 minutes yan. Tatanggalin lang natin yung mga nasa gilid na dumi na yan. Ngayon, syempre, ilalagay na natin ang ating sibuyas at kamatis. Marami kong kamatis maglagay kasi masarap yan.
Oh, my camera.
Nagpapaasim
Camera's
yan,
dead.
tsaka nagbibigay ng konting tamis. Ating sibuyas.
There you go.
Isasabay natin ang ating gabi, taro. Kasi matagal lumambot yan.
Takes a while for it to get soft.
Natin, medyo malambot na. Okay, ayan na.
Almost tender, ready to go.
Maglagay ng taro kasi paborito ni Oliver yan. Katapos tatakban natin ulit another 30 minutes ulit. O habang nag-aantay pa rin tayo sa sinigang natin, tingnan niyo yung pinagawa sa amin ng Pizza Hut, pinadala sa amin.
Oh, that's cool. Pizza Hut made that for them.
Naka-engrave
That's cute. It's 2 eggs.
yung logo namin.
I guess they're. Oh, yeah, they're 500,000 drivers, so it makes sense that they got Pizza Hut as attention.
At masayang-masaya kami talaga.
Aba, may naglulutong iba. Anong niluluto
What are they eating? No, what are they making? Oh, it's just a dessert? I think they're speaking of dessert, I think.
Mga ingredients lang. Bali, 6 na ingredients lang ang nilagay ko dyan. Nasa lata na buko.
Oh, coconut
Cream, table
with
cream,
some condensed milk
yung pandan
and some
flavor
jelly.
na jelly, at saka nata de coco na kulay green din. Ano yan? Yung gulaman.
Oh, it's supposed to be cut, but for some reason that was whole.
Kasi napakadali lang nitong gawin.
So either she'll cut it, or they'll leave it alone, and whoever gets to eat it, yeah.
Pagkatapos natin lang haluin lang.
I'm guessing you're going back to Invisible after stream?
1 to 2 hours.
I guess so. I don't know, like,
Tapos ready to
I mean, I don't really know. All I know is, I'm eating like that.
30 minutes na.
And then, I'm gonna go put it in the sink later. Then I go back to stream. I don't know. I'll try and start working afterwards. Or I might do something else, I don't know.
Flavor niya pumunta sa sabaw. Pinagtsatsagaan ko talaga yan. At saka para pumula-pula ang kanyang sabaw. Ilalagay na natin ang ating nor.
Nor. I love sinigangs. I love the shit they make with it. It's tamarind, by the way. That's what she's putting in. Tamarind powder.
Konti lang muna asin ilalagay natin. Mga 1 teaspoon lang. Kasi ayoko naman umalat yan. Kasi yung nor natin.
I love salty sinigang. But sour is really good. What do you need?
Labanos. Marami din
Oh, I'm going invisible after stream. Yes, in my Discord, yes.
Ilalagay na rin natin. Sitaw muna para mas maayos.
I don't like eggplants in my sinigang. I love eggplants if you cook it by itself, but I really am not a fan of it in my sinigang.
Huwag na natin siyang haluin, pabayaan lang natin siya on top at takban. Yung steam ng ating pagpapakulo ay maluluto na siya para medyo crunchy at hindi overcook. 10 minutes na, ilalagay na natin yung ating okra, sili, at saka yung ating kangkong. Yan na natin. Siyempre, ang sili. Yan na, ang kangkong. Yan, lalagyan ko lang ng kangkong sa gilid.
It's really nice to just be able to watch it cook while you're eating it at the same time. That's what I do. I don't know why.
Ayan, o, kita nyo? Saran muna natin
It makes you appreciate what you eat. I don't fucking know.
Ang hapko. Medyo puno siya, akala nyo. Pero, pumuputok siya sa sarap. Okay, habang inaantay nating maluto, syempre, kailangan kong tikman ng masintensyahan ang aking luto. Oo. Pero teka, dadagdagan ko lang ng konting patis, ha?
Yeah, it's not sour enough, is what she's saying.
1, 2, 3. Luto na ang ating sinigang. Papatayin ko na. See you at the table. Jajan! Luto na. Tignan natin ang mga meat. Okay? Ayan. Oh, napakalambot. Natatanggal sa buto. Oh, ayan. Tingnan nyo. Tinatawag na ako. Gabi. Siyempre, kukunin ko itong tumatawag sa akin. Isa pa. Ayan. Muna ng okra. Tingnan mo maigi. Di ba? Kumakaway siya. Pero ang sausawan ko, siyempre, patis na may sili. Pwede ko rin kunin yung sili dito sa sinigang.
Fish sauce, it was really popular in the Roman Empire. So this isn't really, like, surprising that, fish sauce spread out to everywhere. Obviously, fish are not available everywhere, but especially in the Philippines, it actually reached
Kumakaway
there.
sa akin kanina, kailangan ko yung tikman.
Kuha ang konting vegetable.
Oo, syempre.
And no, like, I'm not saying that fish sauce is a Roman thing. It's more of a Asian thing, but the Romans like fish sauce. I guess.
Kinakawayan ako eh.
It fell.
Meron ba? Sarap. Tamang-tama ang asim. Grabe. Lambot.
One thing I miss in my sinigang is the gabi.
Tayo sa ating pagluluto. Madaling lutuin pero napakasarap at
Yeah, like
napakabalik.
my this sinigang that I'm eating right now does not have
And subscribe.
gabi, and that's one thing that I kind of miss. So let me go watch actual YouTube video that you guys can understand what they're saying. Okay, more meme century stuff. Yes, I do technically have a video that I can finish on meme century, but you know, just doing stuff. Oh god, there was some boobs and there's a funny dog. See, what to watch? Why is there two dogs? I mean, I know why. Um, I don't know what happened with this. Finding Mars. Yeah, I like that. Put that in my watch later. And I will watch this. Lifting. That guy's just. So Alex is Mark's personal trainer. And I mean Markiplier, if you don't know who Mark is. Markiplier's personal trainer. And he's been doing a lot of live stream workout, I think. See? Yeah, see live stream. And I gotta say, it's really crazy how. Also, I noticed something. I am every time I look here, I'm looking at the chat. But if I'm looking here, I'm looking at. I'm gonna flip myself. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna flip myself. So wait, I cannot flip myself. Oh, I'm locked. I'm gonna flip myself. So if I look here, I'm looking at the chat. So it's gonna look like I'm actually looking there. So flip horizontally. There you go. Okay, so this is more accurate now to what's actually happening. Okay, there you go. Okay, so okay, see, I'm looking at the chat now. So, Alex. Oh God, where am I aiming now? I'm looking at the right. Yeah, I am looking at the right way. Alright, so Alex over here is Markiplier's personal trainer, and he's been live streaming a while now. He's just working the fuck out, and you know, like I cannot commit to something like that. Fuck that. I'm not gonna do that. Joe live streaming at some point. What is this? A monkey. Okay, it's a teaser. I have no idea. It's a different language. 8-foot dub. You mut. Yeah. My model can do that. Yeah. Yo. What's up? What's up, you bastard? I'm eating right now. See the symbol? Oh. See the symbol? This is my eating symbol. I'm eating sinigang. You can just you can scroll backwards to see what I was watching while I was eating. But yes. Oh god, that's just boobs on my screen. Is my restriction button work? Yeah, it's on. What? Okay, whatever. I guess according to YouTube, that's still safe. Yes. Only okay, I actually saw someone playing that. I wonder what that was about. I'll set it up later. World's smallest bird. I did saw that technically. Oh yeah, I can listen to Distractable now. Anyways, let's see what this mining thing is all about. Hey, ice cream. Ah, that's cool. That's good to hear.
Let's talk about mining in space. The final frontier of resource extraction. Because everything that we could ever need, every rock, metal, and gas
Okay, looks like it's accurate.
Boundless human civilization from now until the day that the sun explodes, it's all readily available right here in our own celestial neighborhood. The tricky part is going out and getting those resources, then figuring out how to use them effectively. It's going to be spectacularly
Let's review questions live. What is this? Start a QA?
And more than a little dangerous.
Oh.
But space mining
Is the
will be
is
an
the
essential part of making human life multiplanetary, and it will even help us to save the
I don't know how this Q&A
at
works.
the same time. This is
What is this? I don't like this. End this Q&A. I'm not gonna do that.
We are going to cover 3 flavors of
I'm gonna
space
do
mining
this instead.
today:
Star
asteroids,
Paul
the moon, and other planets,
is
namely
the
Mars.
snack.
And we are going to start off with asteroids because they offer
There
the
you go.
highest potential reward and also the highest level of competition. The reason
It's a
we
snack
like
fact.
asteroids is because they are essentially leftover raw materials from billions of
My
years ago
God.
when the solar system was formed. All of the metal, rock, dust, and gas that never got the chance to become a planet instead became an asteroid. That means that asteroids are made up of the same stuff as planets, but in a much more concentrated and accessible format. When a planet forms, everything gets very hot and molten, which means that the heavy metals will sink down into the surface, and the heaviest metals will gather in the middle and form the core. That concentrated mass creates a gravity well, which then pulls in more stuff and eventually makes a planet. Many asteroids never went through that melting and settling process, so you can still find massive chunks of heavy metals just floating around out there. And these are the most interesting in terms of mining them for resources. M-type or metallic asteroids are typically composed of 80% iron and a 20% mixture of nickel, iridium, palladium, platinum, gold, magnesium, and other precious metals such as osmium, ruthenium, and rhodium. There are single asteroids out there that contain more nickel than
Mars
all
Mine
of the
reminds me of a
available
game I
nickel
played a
in
while
the
ago.
Earth's crust
Mine
put
some.
together. Even more
I
interesting
recommend
is
playing the game
presence
called
of
Surviving
rare
Mars.
earth
It
metals
was.
like
It took
platinum,
a
palladium,
lot
and
of my
rhodium. These
hours
elements are the
because it was
reason
so
that
good.
catalytic converters from gasoline
Keep in mind though, it's
vehicles
mainly for
have become
strategy
such a
gamers.
hot
So if you're not a strategy
commodity in
gamer,
recent years,
then
and why yours
I still
may
recommend
feel
you should try it
solid
out.
in the
But
middle.
just keep
The
that in mind.
manganese,
It's
coal,
more
and
of
minerals from
it's a
gangue.
heavily
Rare earth
management
metals
game.
aren't exactly rare on Earth so much as they are just very difficult to find. Platinum group metals don't concentrate into large veins the way that gold does. They're just scattered all over the place in small amounts. But this isn't the case on a metallic asteroid. Again, just one space rock a few hundred meters across might yield you more platinum than has ever been produced on Earth or will ever be produced on Earth. And wouldn't it be amazing if we could just source all of the exotic metals and things that we would ever need from asteroids? If we could just stop mining the Earth and mine outer space instead. So we have all of these amazing resources out there in the open.
Oh, by the way, at some point,
floating
I kind of
around.
want to
All
upgrade
we need
my
to do is
tracking
reach
setup
them, and
because I've seen
that's
someone
where
with really
things
good
get
tracking.
tricky. Not every asteroid is
And
inherently valuable. They're all interesting.
I think it'd be
certain
fun
valuable
to just
sites,
see
just
me
by
actually,
studying
like,
literally any asteroid. But in terms of resources, they're
still, because right now
pretty
it's pretty
vast.
static.
So before settling on one
But if I
planet,
can
you
get
would
a
need
better
to first
tracking,
run a
you get to
starting
see this,
mission
but
just
with
to
more
verify that the rock
expressions.
actually
And
contains
again, I don't want to go for the
as with just about everything in
with
Earth
oh,
in
I hit a
space,
button and
we
then
are
I do the
basically
sad
just
face.
making
But rather,
educated guesses
I want you
based
to
on
actually
data
see
that
my
we
character
have
actually being sad. You know what I mean?
things that we
So at some point, I might do that.
easily be
But I don't
proven
know
wrong.
what program they're using,
And
so
even
I'll
with
have to
a
maybe
confirmed
ask them.
jackpot on our hands,
But you
reaching
know,
these
I don't know how
asteroids
that
will
works.
be
But you know,
incredibly difficult. Most of
I
these
would.
M-class
Yeah, it'd be
asteroids
nice
orbit
to
right
actually
in
have
between Mars,
more
Jupiter,
accurate
and the center
expressions
of
to
the
what
main
I'm
belt.
doing.
That is pretty far away from Earth. Not on the cosmic scale, but on the human scale, that's a lot further than we typically venture. We're already pretty good at sending refrigerator-sized probes into deep space, and we can land cars on Mars, but asteroids
I
present
spent
a
months
unique
getting one milli
challenge.
weapon. It's only
When we send
cosmetic.
a
God
vehicle
damn
to
it.
a planet like
The,
Jupiter, we can maneuver the
I
vehicle in such a
recommend
way that it gets
you should play
captured by
games
the
that is
gravity of
not,
the planet
and
inserted
I
into
recommend
the
getting
stable.
games that
When we land
respects your
something on a
time.
planet like Mars or Venus, we can use the atmosphere
Because
as a
live
brake
service games,
to
you know,
slow down. Neither of
press a
these
button and
maneuvers
become
work
powerful.
with asteroids.
What
Many
button
of
do
them
you want me
don't
to
have enough
press?
mass to generate
It's
gravity, and some asteroids will
this
have
button.
a small moon. Sometimes two
I have
asteroids
no
will
idea.
actually orbit each other, but the force holding it all together is very weak. So arriving at the asteroid without just sailing right past it and then figuring out how to slow down enough to land softly, those are going to be very tricky to figure out. It can be accomplished with propulsion, but propulsion requires fuel, and if our goal is to land a mining rig on an asteroid and then return home with enough heavy metal to make this whole venture
It was really
worthwhile,
surprising
we're
to
going to
see
need
that.
a
Like,
preposterous amount of
the
fuel.
asteroid was much
Then we
softer
often
than
consider that landing
the
on an
scientists
asteroid
realized.
is not nearly as easy as Bruce Willis made it look in the movie. Asteroids generally aren't even
My
solid,
guys,
more like flying piles of rubble
okay,
all
you
stuck
like that.
together
Yeah.
by a weak force of gravity. As the asteroid moves through space, it accumulates more loose rocks and dust. It's like the Roombas of the solar system. So Best case would be like trying to land a spacecraft on a pile of gravel. Worst case, you might encounter something that acts like quicksand,
If I got a
or
few
just
months
gets
after the beginning.
absorbed into the asteroid.
What game are you
Even
referring
if
to
that
exactly?
somehow does work, now we've got to figure out how to actually do the mining process. Typically on Earth, if we're looking for the easiest way to access a mineral, we just set an explosive charge in the rock, blow it up, and then sort through the rubble looking for the good stuff. That is an oversimplification. But the point is, you can't do that on an asteroid because all of the debris would just go flying out into space.
Maybe you just
so
suck
we
it.
would need a very precise and efficient process for locating the resources and removing it from the
I think
body
you should
of the
just suck
asteroid.
it.
No one knows how to do that yet. More access to resources, especially for technology, are sorely needed. Besides a few companies riding the AI wave, the tech industry has been getting destroyed the last 18 months, even losing $800 billion in a single day last year.
That's just
In fact,
Mark
the most
Zuckerberg.
successful
Not really.
hedge fund manager of all time says U.S. capitalism is breaking down before our eyes. Now, nearly 90% of financial
I just realized,
advisors
is this
are
an
going
ad?
big into alternative investments outside of just a company's
I wonder if
stock.
this is an ad.
Morgan Stanley themselves released a recent report on alts saying that for the last 30 years, including them could have potentially lowered your volatility and increased your returns. Additionally, Bank of America's investment head has discussed
Oh, yeah, it's an ad. Fuck.
high-performing alternative to help
If you're wondering what this is a if you want a value, if you want something valuable that won't fluctuate over time, it's something what's the word again? Something whatever. It's paintings. Like it's an ad where you can like buy paintings. That's what it is.
is volcanically active in the distant path of Reward Moon is going mining on
There
a
you go.
closer, more familiar body like our
Arsenal.
moon.
I have a question. Where's Arsenal? Is that a mobile game? Is that a PC game? Or is that a game mode in Roblox? Because I know there's a game mode in Roblox called Arsenal. So oh yeah, the reason why I know that is because I was bored one day and I installed Roblox in my phone. I started playing it and it was terrible because they expect you to like you only have like what 2 thumbs and they expect you to like move with this thumb and then aim with this thumb, but then in order to shoot something you have to let go of the aiming one. You have to press the shoot button. It was it was really it's a game of okay then. Again, I know. I think yeah. Well, that game is multi. I forgot what it's called, but mobile players can play with PC players, right? So I was at a big disadvantage. If I really want to be, I don't know, serious about it, then I should play it in PC. But why the hell would I do that? I was just bored one day.
is going to be a lot more practical than an asteroid, although the moon doesn't quite offer the same level of reward for the effort. That's not to say there isn't good stuff to be found out there.
Yeah,
the
like,
moon has two
you know,
very important factors
fusion.
working in its
Yeah.
favor. For one, it was volcanically active in the distant past, so a bunch of those heavy metals that sunk down into the structure when the moon was forming eventually got ejected up through volcanoes and hardened on the surface. That's left vast amounts of iron and titanium on the surface of the moon. There's actually a very unusually high concentration of titanium in moon rock, about 10 times higher than what we
Ooh,
would find in a
that's
similar
nice.
rock type on Earth. We're not sure why that is, but
Be
regardless,
nice.
titanium
Or
and
mining
iron
it,
are
please.
fantastic construction materials for future moon infrastructure. And for two, the moon has virtually zero atmosphere, which means it has a wide collection of asteroids that reached the surface over billions of years. We just talked about why asteroids are so valuable, and the moon has one at the bottom of every crater. There is also a large amount of helium on the moon. This is important because we are in the midst of a helium shortage right now on Earth, and we actually really need this stuff. Helium is incredibly non-reactive, so it makes for an excellent way to create an inert protective atmosphere. Basically, something that won't cause corrosion or combustion. We use helium in making fiber optics and semiconductors. It's in hard drives, microscopes, airbags, cell phones. It's even used as coolant in nuclear reactors. But Most importantly, liquid helium is a coolant used in MRI machines at hospitals. The moon also contains a lot of helium-3, which is an isotope of helium that only exists in very small quantities on Earth, but is much more common on the moon because the surface has much more interaction with the solar wind, again, due to the lack of atmosphere. This helium-3 is an ideal material to fuel
Okay, I'm done eating.
fusion reactions. If we can ever figure out
I'm
how to
done
do
eating.
that, but if we can, then the potential energy
How
that
long
can
is
be
it?
released
Enough
even from
time.
a small
Okay, I'll be
amount
back.
of helium-3 would power the Earth 10 times over. The moon is also covered in water. Even the sunlight areas of the lunar surface contain some water molecules, but it's likely pretty common in the shadowy bottoms of craters around the South Pole. Water is really heavy and human beings need a lot to stay alive, so having to ship vast quantities of water to our future space stations and moon bases is going to be very costly and resource intensive. They say it costs about $10,000 to put 1 kilogram of mass into low Earth orbit. So that means if we can produce drinkable water on the moon for anything less than 10 grand per kilo, then moon water becomes more economical than launching it off the Earth. Mining the moon does present its own list of problems, though, with the primary concern being lunar dust. On Earth, the process of erosion smooths out and rounds over all of the rough edges on rocks and small particles. It's why sand feels so nice. Lunar dust is like the opposite of beach sand. It's jagged, sharp, and abrasive. Even in the short time that the Apollo astronauts spent on the moon, they struggled with dust. It cut through their spacesuits, scratched visors and instruments, clogged up mechanical systems, and it's so clingy that they couldn't help but track dust back into their lunar lander, where they ended up breathing the stuff and experiencing respiratory issues from it. Gene Cernan, the commander of Apollo 17, said that the dust would be the single greatest obstacle against operations on the moon, and it may not be something that we can overcome. It's hard to imagine a more effective way to kick up dust than mining, and because of the low gravity combined with the lack of atmosphere, the dust isn't just going to fall down or blow away. It's going to linger above the surface for a really long time. In reality, all of our operations on the moon are going to create a significant dust hazard. If we start making a habit of landing spaceships, driving around in rovers, and digging up the surface, then we could essentially end up creating a low atmosphere of dust all around the moon, which would be catastrophic. And then there's Mars. We know that Mars already has gigantic dust storms
I feel
all
about
on its
best
own,
teacher
so
Bun
we
Bun
can't
with
do any
battle.
harm there. And we've already had really great success at landing
And
some pretty big stuff on the
I don't know
planet.
anything about Battle Cats. I only used it because that was the reference that that person made their animation based on. So, I mean, look, it sounds nice. It sounds lit, so, you know, I used it too. Other than that, I never played Cat. Battle Cats. Organize my...
called Olympus Mons.
Hey, I hate... Ooh, Olympus Mons. I broke myself. I broke myself.
This formed because Mars doesn't have
I beat... Olympus Mons. I remember you. You bitch.
That volcano just sat there in the same place, slowly erupting for billions of years. And there are a bunch of similar volcanic areas on Mars that are going to be rich with valuable minerals. Also, like the moon, Mars has a lot of craters, so we know where to find the remains of asteroids and all of the important resources that they bring. But unlike the moon, Mars had liquid water at one point in the ancient past. This also helps us out with locating resources, because water is a
let
very
me just
effective
fix
solvent.
myself for a
It
second.
dissolves the rock and transports the minerals as it flows along. Then those heavier elements gather and condense in low-lying areas. So we know that anywhere on Mars that had flowing water will be rich in useful minerals. And then obviously, there's water on Mars, plenty of it, and a lot of it is still just frozen on the surface and will be easy to find and
Oh wait,
find.
I should move this.
In many ways, mining on Mars is probably the most cost-effective and most vital of the potential ideas that we've talked about. If we are going to have people living on Mars someday, or even just
I
exploring
mean, the
there
boss
on a
has a pain
long-term
because of the
mission,
mass amount.
they need to be
Teleporting.
able to live off the land.
And, you know, they have to figure out a way how to
Getting
make
mass
you
into low Earth
work
orbit
for it, you know?
is difficult and expensive. Getting mass onto the moon is even more so. Getting mass all the way to Mars and landing
This
it
is so
on Earth
convenient that I
is
can
a
just look at all the
whole
porn
level up in difficulty.
on this
It's
screen. I
not
mean,
going to be
on this screen I
sustainable
can just
to
see all the...
ship everything that people will ever need in a rocket.
I can just look at all the point in this screen. I don't know how to point. They go on this screen, and you know, because this is how I usually do stuff. So you know, I can't really change myself.
Over the long term, iron, nickel, copper, gold, and titanium will need to be extracted from volcanic regions to build new infrastructure and technology on Mars. Either way, the logistics around this kind of operation is going to be spectacularly complicated, and it's going to require a broad cooperation among the people of the
Try to
Earth
figure out
to
where am I
accomplish.
facing.
No one company or nation or space
Let's do
agency
this.
can realistically do this on their own. So it's going to be fascinating to watch these ideas play out over the decades to come. Meet us back here
Oh
every
god damn it!
week
It's
for more updates on everything
hey, entropy, the most minutes. That'd be cool to try. What's even that? What's that? What's the chat? Oh, is this the new? Oh shit! Is this the new promo for Panty and Stockings? Shit, let me take a look. Oh god, that's not right. Give me a second. Sorry. Give me a second. Okay, I think I can now rotate myself because I think everything's rotate myself in this direction. There you go. Okay. Okay, let's check out this Panty and Stocking promo. Very good. Oh shit, there she's still chopped up. Oh my god! Look at the anime. Yeah, they look a little chunky. they look a little, they look chunkier to me. I don't know. I think their faces are too far away from their mouth. But let's just see. Okay, now they look normal. Okay. So maybe that was an earlier attempt. Unless this, oh wait, this is all the old scenes. Oh. It makes, okay wait, I'm worried. Are they gonna look chunky by the end? Okay, they're back. Okay, what was that in the background? Okay. So buff. Okay, yeah. So yeah, Patty and Stocking. Hey, look, who's that? But yeah, Patty and Stocking. I don't. They look chunky. That's all I'm gonna say. Maybe make them out a bit bigger. So because the face, there's too much, you know, jaw area, and because of that, they make it makes them look chunkier. But if you make them out bigger, then maybe that's what you need. But I don't know. We'll just have to see. More promo working on. Da, da. And it's all Hikari. But it's Kinder and no one else. Oh, why? So wait, how does that work exactly? Kidding, I want shorter games with worse graphics. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's feature creeping. Ooh. And Ukraine advance in I like how this girl, this fucking girl's thick thighs saved the studio. How does that work? Her thick thighs is the only thing that saved them from going bankrupt. How does that work? Fuck me. You gotta use your imagination. Ooh. Ooh. What would that face here? Okay. Anything else to watch? Or start playing video. Hey, look, Carbine. Double Dawn. There's 2 Dawns. All the Dawns. Whatever. It's like, oh, we bought back Dawn. Oh, wait. It's not enough? Now there's 2 there. Why? How do you watch? Well, I'm supposed to be not watching, technically. What about Nova? I could play that in the background. There's so much Dawn. Yeah. Oh, maybe this one. I do technically need to improve my... What is this? Roblox Rainbow Friends. Well, shit. That's something that might be interesting, maybe. Let's just boost in my... What is it? Fuck it. We're just gonna... Okay. VR must.
VR needs some real fix-ups to enjoy it to the max. And if
Yes,
you're a virtual
show me.
reality enjoyer, these are the must-have recommendations to make your time in VR chat and any other VR experience as good as possible. I've compiled a list of the applications, accessories, and
What was
VR
that
life
sound?
hacks that I think every user will greatly benefit from, including yourself. So take a look and let me know any of your must-haves in the comments. Let's get started. My first must-have is OVR Advanced.
Where's the other
Settings.
fuck girl?
Seriously, I could not live
Who?
without it.
Who are you talking about? I could have sworn there's only Dawn and Go. Okay, let's see. What do you work on right now? Or maybe I could have fun. Been a while.
However, my favorite VR quality of life feature it brings is absolutely and positively place.
It's a horror game in Roblox.
Users do that thing with their avatars where
Oh, this girl's model looks really nice. I remember her old original one. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get used to this, but I kind of miss her old one. But you know, that's just nostalgia talking. What's cool about it is I can make my own models now, so technically I could, you know, go further with this.
Save yourself the effort. It's made my life way easier in every VR application I've used. So
Okay, I need to figure out to work on.
something else I use in every single VR session
Let me talk to the AI first.
Both OVR Toolkit and
I can't say I'm
Access
actually
Overlay are
feeling.
similarly great options for
Oh, is Bing AI
accessing
working now?
desktop
Let me check.
quickly and easily without leaving your headset. They essentially do the same general things, but most people have a slight preference for
Bing AI, are you
over
working?
Yeller. I've been using OVR Toolkit myself for years in a variety of ways. Shout out to Curtis, by the way, including things like
It's not working! Yay!
and reading
Fuck
off screens
me!
while making videos, just like I am right now. I've set up this see-through crop-down webpage of Google Docs that's
Actually, I'm curious.
OVR Toolkit
She's
because
talking about it
it
right
feels
now,
like
but
the perfect toolkit to do things just like this. But on the other side,
I'm gonna quickly look up
Access
something.
Overlay for its comfortability to use and appearance. Both options provide you a wristwatch that tells you the time,
What
playtime,
software to
controller and tracker
make
batteries, and a way to start and stop music off your PC. No more picking under your headset. You can stay fully immersed while being connected to everything you need.
Oh, the girls
I
in here look
recommend
fine.
both. You can
Hold
compare
on.
them with some of the
Refresh
options
actually.
on the screen, but I'll link
Wait,
the
doesn't work.
Steam pages below to check out which one works
Live
best for you.
3D
The last one of
Vroid
these
Studio.
helpful little overlays
How
I
am
would
using them?
recommend is FPS VR. This one
Easton.
is specifically a must-have if you care a lot
You know what?
about
I just
your
realized
VR
something.
and
I could
computer
ask
performance.
them.
It has similar features to OVR advanced settings, but the main usage
Let me
is
ask.
having the
Let me
voice chat
ask.
for quick reference of how your computer
Have
is
to AI
performing
something.
while you're in. I don't use this one much myself, but there are a lot of people who swear by it. So if this sounds like something useful for
Okay,
you, then give it a snap.
this isn't
Alright,
a
this one is for all my
coding.
VR users who wear glasses. Nothing is worse
But
than trying to fit a
do
VR headset
you?
over your glasses just to see
Do
correctly.
you know?
But a lot of people totally miss the
You
easy
know? Oh.
solution, which is prescription lenses. They slot right into your headset for quick clarity and replacement of glasses or contacts. I don't wear glasses myself.
Hey.
My vision is fine, but I've heard many people
still swear by brands like
I'm
VR
sorry,
Heads
but
or
I do not
VR
have personal.
Optician. Obviously, I can't give
Bitch.
advice on which solution is the best, but I
Bitch.
had to point out that
That's
it
not what I'm
does
asking.
and counts as a must-have for anyone who needs it. Alright, this one is for all my VR chat players out there. If you have always wanted
Okay,
full-body
fine. I'm
tracking,
gonna talk to
but
someone
can't
else then, I
afford to put your
guess.
hands on it,
I'm gonna talk to
then
someone else, I
stable
guess.
full-body tracking estimation is just the solution. There's a lot of FPT solutions out there right now, from ones that are base station tracked to Wi-Fi or Bluetooth
Base station.
IMU trackers,
Data
all the way to
assistant.
makeshift
Let's
solutions
try
based
you.
on webcams, phones, and Joy-Cons?
You
Yeah,
good?
overall,
Oh no, the Reggies are coming.
well, Standable ignores everything we know about full-body tracking and solely relies on using a limited set of input data to create fake trackers, which look a lot better than using no trackers at all. You can see here that certain positions like lying
Oh,
down
you
look
dare
way more
compete.
natural than
Oh my.
half-body movements. It's still super early in development. It literally just launched on Steam like 2 months ago, so it doesn't look perfect, but it already does a fantastic job.
Here it
with
is.
more improvements to come.
Okay, and I'll
But
put
for
self
those of you
analysis
who
created.
do have full-body tracking already, you
I'll
know
try
that
VC
jitter
face,
is
I
a
guess.
pretty ugly issue, which is where OVR smooth tracking comes into play. It locally smooths your body
Software.
movements to look significantly more natural, which is especially helpful if you're recording content
Alright,
of
I'm watching
yourself. VR
thing
chat
right now.
already smooths your tracking for other players, but it doesn't show up on your end, which makes this a great quality of life trick for FBT users. Another VR chatter tip is a way to get you to access significantly more worlds that you may have never found. When someone uploads a world, VR chat doesn't put it straight into the new worlds list for people to find. Instead, it gets shifted into the community labs tab. Its purpose being to prevent
My
users
God.
from finding unchecked, potentially offensive content. However, you can just check a single hidden away menu option to show these worlds, helping you find awesome ones
Okay,
that may
VC
or may not
face.
have ever made it through the checking process, which you're also help expediting by being there. Our next must-have and coincidentally
Okay, I'm just gonna
perfect video
download
sponsor is voice mod.
this
There's a variety of reasons
software
you might want to
while I'm
use a
streaming.
messenger in VR chat,
'Cause
whether
I
that's messing
can.
around for laughs or expressing yourself
I'm
as
so
your avatar
powerful.
in an interesting and unique way. Last year, I
How's
did a
my
whole
connection?
social
Is it dying?
experiment, spending 7 days as a guy in VR chat.
I'm getting so frustrated. Why won't people talk to me?
Which was only possible because of using voice mod to get a convincing guy voice. There's tons of presets to choose from, including using their voice line
Currently downloading
or
a-
your own custom voices.
Currently downloading a
just for
software right
voice.
now.
A lot of people enjoy using soundboards in VR chat and
I'm
Discord,
hoping that this
but
would make
it's
my,
not
you know,
pleasing customization
this
over.
better.
But they just released their new AI Humans voice pack with 21
I better
real-time
not- I
AI
better stop
voices
doing
of
that.
various personalities.
So if you want to be an e-girl like this, then try out VTuber.
Or
Ew.
put on Cameron for that perfect man voice.
So this is the AI stuff?
With
Shit.
pizza delivery and really need to speak to a manager about it. You can be me, Karen.
Honestly, it's just a really fun addition to your online interactions
yeah,
with content in
the
general,
cookies are
or not.
whoever
So if you'd like to
else.
grab it for yourself, then use my code FIABUNNY to support me while also
How do I
getting
install it?
5%
Oh,
off
it's a
for yourself.
Unity thing.
Link below.
Interesting.
Now, if you ever get disoriented while being in VR, say, I don't know, smacking walls or tripping over stuff, there's a quick trick to keep you oriented without taking you out of your immersion.
Yes.
The good old fan and mat trick. If you lay down some kind of rug or mat in your place
I
space,
should put
you're
it in
able to
here.
feel exactly when you're stepping too far out of the center
In
range.
my
As far as what direction
boot.
you're facing goes, consider grabbing a fan of some kind that is always blowing at you from the same direction. Subconsciously, you will feel the direction of where the wind is coming from and
Oh,
always
cool.
know where you are facing.
Okay, that's kind of neat to know. I didn't know
Things
that.
together means hopefully less accidents on both your
That's kind of
eyes
cool. I
and
didn't know
walls.
that.
And finally,
That's a
last
nice
on the
tip.
list is turn signal. Getting twisted up in your
Funny thing is, I'm
camera
gonna.
both
He
in
actually got an actual
and
cookie,
just
so you
plain
shouldn't
annoying.
be pointing at
Instead
us.
of tripping over yourself constantly, turn signal places an overlay on your floor that shows
Wait, I
how
already
you
have
are
another
warming
one here.
yourself up during
Uh,
your play session, including in which direction.
delete this.
Cables also have a bad tendency to start breaking over time from VR usage, so this trick should hopefully save you from future replacement purchases. Well, I hope these recommendations help you out. Everything will be linked below. If you enjoyed this video, then like and subscribe, as well as consider joining my Patreon to help support the making of future videos.
Okay,
Shout out to all my
VC
Patreon members and, of
face.
course, virtual VIPs, Alyssa Gretlin, Ashley Jade Blaze Wiles, Black Amethyst, Dakota Gaming, Dutchman 101, GM, Kaimes, MJR117, NNN, Penny,
okay.
Rye6003.
You sound like someone I can bully. I'm gonna stop. Okay, let's try this one.
Hello everyone, I'm
Was that
Arsenal,
Sims?
and today
You
I'm going to show you how to
slut.
use VC Face.
Only I can use the
VC
Sims.
Face can be obtained at vcface.icu. You can
I
scroll
wonder
down
if this
the
will
main
ruin
menu
my
with the latest
thing
version.
here. Oh shit! I already
this
have.
version is slightly more updated
Interesting.
than the
Okay.
one I'm going to be using, but it's fine. It's going to be a zip file. You're going to unzip it, and then you're going to launch it.
Maybe 24 FPS would be.
So you'll end up with like. Oops.
I start. I start. Oh, it's not tracking me.
And then you're going to see this vcface.exe, and you're going to double click that.
Okay, that's why
and
I'm using another camera.
Program.
I don't know, like I'm gonna
nah. To load. Now yours
I might do this next time.
Avatars in here. I just removed.
I'm gonna do this next time. Actually, I wonder how much is the leap motion.
So what you're gonna do is click on add avatar. There might already be one in there.
I'll look up
if
something.
If there is and you don't
how
want
much
it
is
there, you can simply just
leap tracker?
Select it.
Okay.
And then hit remove.
Let me go Amazon.
But click add avatar.
Amazon.
Find your VRM, and you can add it. And you're gonna hit OK.
Okay, Amazon.
End up using this one, I guess.
Leap tracker.
Now you're gonna come over here and make sure you select your web camera. There's a drop
down menu with your
web cameras. If you don't see your web camera here, you might need to install your web camera.
It's
30 frames, high quality.
I think $100 and no wait, $170. I mean, I can actually buy it. This was a deal here. That's 120.
Now it's gonna take a moment.
Oh, this part
to
is what
kind of configure. I guess you would say your
Oh shit! Wait.
It's going to take
Wait a minute. I think this is the software that the other person used then. If that's the case, then maybe I can actually level up. Although the hands thing, I assume you need to purchase that. Also, I didn't know this, but Leap Tracker now has Leap Tracker 2. Looks cool. It goes onto your head. I guess you can put it. You can put it in your head. And tracking camera, and of course you can do that too. Okay, how much is this? $139. That's actually cheap. Oh, it's pre-ordered. So wait, where's the original product? Okay, so for now I'm just gonna hold off for a bit, and I'll figure something out.
Where your facial points are, and talk and move and whatever.
Don't judge me that I keep right-clicking. Okay, it's a habit of mine.
Working. But we're gonna talk about a couple of the settings real quick. All right, so first we have the general settings. And one of the things that you should keep in mind is the auto blink, if you want to auto blink or not, which some people tend to turn on if they use glasses. Linking the blink so then you don't have like one eye blink in the other.
Am I blinking? I'm closing my eyes right now.
Is basically
not working? I'm not blinking. That's weird.
It's not just gonna like your eyes.
I'm gonna auto blink. Fuck it.
There'll be a transition.
Sub animations.
If you want lip sync on.
Auto blink.
You can turn that off. So it just kind of mimics
enable auto blink.
The shape of your mouth and how it's moving.
There you go. Now I can blink, I guess.
I usually try to keep on
blinking.
Lip sync hybrid track.
Yeah, there you go. Adios, Carmine. Okay, I gotta vent out my room because it's like, okay, Carmine. Better go get cool.
Oh, now I'm using a different one. Okay, so anyways, over here you're gonna see a whole bunch of like different options, and this is basically how your body is going to react to tracking. So like I can adjust like where the eyebrows are. Like,
actually, I also wanna check how's my live stream. I mean the way how it sounds. I wanna know if it's.
And then like the sensitivity of the tracking. And like the strength.
I'm gonna pause this now. Okay, now I'm gonna see how I sound. I'm surprised people are watching. How do I? I sound so quiet. Phone. I mean, I can't do anything about this. The mic is all the way up here. Lock volume. I can't do anything about this. You're just gonna have to just increase the audio. Your end, but I mean, I guess increase the audio. I think 100 and no wait, 100 enough. I guess.
And low or whatever, you know. And then like the lip sync audio over drive gate. Look. These are a lot of ones you just kind of want to mess around with, and it's just
what happens when light
your preference. And this is where you want your arms to be.
Oh, I can't see anything.
All right. Right about here seems about natural place. Size reduction. So you can have like a really tiny little like barely moving mouth, or you can have I like the big mouth. I have a big mouth. I want to show my big mouth. And then like you have body stiffness, which you know, so depending on like how much you actually move. So one of the issues that I do see with VC face is the clipping through the face with hair. Like you see how my hair goes through my face. That's something I've noticed for this particular program, but it is what it is. It's a free program, man. Like how can you even complain? Then there's also this expression detection, which is something where it tries to mimic what it thinks your expressions
that's what
are
I want.
based on how
That's what I
your
want.
face is.
I'll try and get this working, I guess.
And it'll trigger them accordingly.
So she was doing it naturally. That's kind of cool. I actually do that now. I might try and
And then the experimental one, which you kind of set in and you help calibrate what it's going to look like. I don't use this at all. I tend to not do expression detection. Mostly because I have the happy resting bitch face, and if I did, then I would fucking just look angry like all the time. Because it's tracking kind of where your eyebrows are. Not to mention that it jumping between all of these is kind of weird when you're a little animated. So, you can also show your tracking points, which kind of shows like yeah, anyways. It kind of gives you an idea of like what you're working with as far as what it's tracking. So like if for some reason your mouth is looking weird and tracking weird, you can put that on and kind of see what it's trying to track. Yeah. The other one I would say is check out the expression settings, and this is where you can trigger your hotkeys. I tend to use the numpad because it's easier for me to reach. And I also have the extra ones in there, which I'll have to do. Now, you'll notice how, like, this here says base, like, so if I hit it, it's gonna, like, apply over the base model, right? And since it's on hold right here, it means that as long as I hold this key, it's going to trigger. Whereas over here, you see the hat. And yeah, my hat, it says blue, but it's actually black. Since it's an additive, it adds on top of the base, so it's not going to do it instead of. And since we're toggling it, it means every time I hit it, it'll come on and off. There's also a transition time if I want to, like, kind of have it fade in and out a little bit. So if you couldn't tell, this is still my blue hat. I've just painted it black, though. And, like, for this one, I could... Let me get rid of this. Yeah. And we could still do additive to this. It's gonna look a little weird. And the transition, for this one, the transition has to be fast because you can see it like the movement in the eye. Yeah. So I do it really fast. Yep. But, you know, it's just an extra on top of the base. I don't think I have pom pom on this one. No, I do. There he is.
Wonder what James is.
Pop-pom! Alright. Besides that, if you find yourself like facing in a weird direction, you can just reset position and it'll kind of like bring you back. Drift back to normal is if you don't have that on and your model kind of gets stuck off into the side somewhere, it's not going to slowly move itself back. It'll kind of stay there. I kind of like the drift back to normal just in case. And then there's drift speed, so like, you know, you're not moving much here, but if I increase it, it's slowly moving me back forward. And this is pretty good if you have something like you're playing games or whatever. And you need to suddenly like just look at another screen or something for a while instead of it just like your character's like facing in a weird direction. It'll slowly move back to normal. It's totally up to you. So now there's this button down here. This is going to make everything transparent. You can see the grid here. And then if you hit the space bar,
I already got what I need from this, so I'll share later. But anyways, let's do this one.
Indie developers and industry
So what
giants
Markiplier's doing
alike
right now?
are redefining space games. This is a revolution that might just be the most exciting thing you didn't see coming. I'm talking about a new frontier of space exploration, a frontier not defined by billion-dollar budgets or massive development teams, but by the limitless imagination of the lone games developer. Yet, in the midst of this apparent revolution, Bethesda's Starfield is taking a different path. Let's navigate then through this evolving universe of space games, explore the paradoxes, the pioneers, and the promising future that lies ahead. The titans of space gaming went big. Elite Dangerous and Star Citizen have given us the chance to explore the cosmos from the comfort of our own homes. But have you noticed how both games have struggled to provide truly deep gameplay? What about No Man's Sky? A game that is truly awesome with just so many options, but again, a game with a huge amount of breadth rather than depth. So what about truly deep gameplay? Where can we find this? Well, in recent years, this is something that seems to be changing. We've seen a surge in indie developers entering the scene, bringing with them innovative ideas and a fresh perspective. These developers, often working with limited resources, are creating games that are not only unique, but also deeply engaging. They focus on specific aspects of space exploration, creating games that focus on depth of gameplay. Meanwhile, games like Elite Dangerous, once a beacon in the genre, are showing signs of decline. This then is a shifting landscape, and it's one that is creating opportunities for new players to emerge and for innovation to thrive. Let's start our journey with Flight of Nova. This is an indie gem that is a space flight game that emphasizes realistic flight mechanics. Of course, it's not the first space game to focus on Newtonian physics and orbital mechanics. This is something that was included in Frontier Elite 2 all the way back in at the early 90s. Yet, Flight of Nova is far from a nostalgia trip. It takes the foundation laid by other Newtonian flight games and builds upon them with modern technology and design principles. The result is a game that feels both familiar and fresh. It's an illustration of how developers are building games around laser-focused concepts. Rather than going broad like Elite Dangerous or No Man's Sky, they are instead aiming for depth. With Flight of Nova then, docking, entering and leaving orbit, atmospheric re-entry and even landing upon a planet's surface, all of these are player-focused skills which require development and practice. Knowledge of orbital mechanics can also help here to a degree, and all of this makes Flight of Nova a very compelling experience. Now, here's a question for you. What was your best combat experience in a game? It doesn't have to be a space game, any genre will count here. Ask yourself, how did that game pull off such a great experience for you? Was it maybe because the developers refined and further refined that particular combat mechanic? Well, HunterNet Starfighter places a laser focus on combat, emphasizing again depth over breadth. And here you'll find fast-paced, space combat. The game rekindles the exhilaration of classic dogfights whilst infusing it with a modern twist. It offers a thrilling experience that demands skill and teamwork.
Wonder if the camera should
Now,
be...
whilst Hunternet Starfighter does bring back the thrill of classic space dogfights with a modern twist, it's worth acknowledging that games that laid the foundation for this type of intense combat gameplay. Games like Wing Commander and X-Wing released in the 80s and 90s, and they captivated players with their exhilarating space battles and simulated cockpits. These iconic titles set the bar for skillful and immersive space combat experiences. So by placing a strong emphasis on the depth of combat, developers CPU Dreams have crafted an incredibly impressive combat mechanic. It highlights that focusing on depth rather than breadth can lead to amazing results, as well as a game that feels like a complete experience. I recently spoke on this very subject to Fernando, the developer behind CPU Dreams and Hunternet, and he had the following thoughts on the topic. He said, "I value both depth and breadth, but it is systematic depth that keeps me playing. With depth comes replayability, which is crucial for communities to survive. I also want to keep playing Hunternet with my friends as long as we like without worrying about running out of content. A game that lacks depth will run dry without a steady stream of new content, but systematic depth can be mined forever." Spaceborne 2 is all about player agency. Now, on first glance, it might seem that the focus here is on breadth rather than depth, but after all, this ambitious title is open universe RPG and third-person shooter that offers a wide array of gameplay elements, including role-playing, mining, trading, piracy, crafting, and exploration. It's reminiscent of the grand scope of games like Elite Dangerous, but here there is a twist. As you delve deeper into the game, it becomes apparent that Spaceborne 2 isn't just about breadth. It truly does focus on fleshing out that deep experience with well thought out game mechanics. Although I must say, and I really do want to point out that at this point, that as I've said in the past, the game is extremely janky. Some people feel that is a part of the title's charm, other people, well, not so much. At any rate, player agency is something that has always been appealing to me. Yet unfortunately, it sometimes feels that bigger games remove player agency and replace it with short repeating game loops, otherwise known as grind. That isn't true player agency as far as I'm concerned. It is a time sink, a Skinner box that allows developers to create the illusion of a deep game. Spaceborne 2, on the other hand, genuinely focuses on how players interact with the world. This concept extends to each part of the game, from its rich diplomacy system, the options you have when it comes to piracy and other activities, as well as things such as ship modification. Player agency then really does seem to be a focus here. For example, you can establish your own faction, decide on its internal operations, policies, and management structure. You can capture other stations, construct new ones, or even aim to become the supreme ruler of the galaxy. It's a game there that really does let you carve your own path. Now, have you ever noticed how modern games have taken true decision-making out of players' hands? Now, decision-making is a little bit different in terms of player agency.
You're wondering,
player agency allows you to truly decide what you want to do and where you want to do it. Player decision is all about consequences, making a decision and then watching the consequences of that decision unfold. It's something we don't see happen very much in games nowadays, with games getting a little bit too easy and holding players' hand. Games where there's always markers for the next quest or glowing lines for the player to follow. Alternatively, in live service games where decision making has been replaced with repeating game loops that lead to unlocks and progress bars. True decision making then is all but disappearing from many modern games. Enter Fallen Frontier, a game that's still in development but just might redefine how games approach the depth of decision making. Here, every choice you make, from the design of your ships to the placement of your recon stations, has a significant impact on your success, or at least according to what we know so far and have been told about the game. It's a game that harkens back to strategy games of the 80s and 90s, games like Homeworld, where every decision mattered and strategy was king. But Fallen Frontier takes this concept and applies it to the space genre in a way that we haven't seen before. The game is set in a star system filled with planets, moons, asteroid fields and nebula. It's a game that emphasizes ship design, recon and logistics, but according to the developers, what sets Falling Frontier apart is its focus on decision making. It's not simply about building the biggest fleet, but about building the right fleet for the tasks at hand. It's about making strategic decisions that will affect the outcome of your campaign. Now, Falling Frontier goes even further. It introduces a level of depth rarely seen in space games. For example, your command crews are not just abstract entities, they are named individuals with rank, portraits and identities. Each officer has their own traits and abilities, and this makes personnel choice a critical factor in efficient flotilla composition. What's more, if your command crew are captured, they may be tortured and reveal precious intel. Fortunately, you will have the option to mount rescue missions. It's a game then that truly puts the player in the captain's chair. Making decisions is what will determine the fate of this spacefaring civilization. Long-term viewers of this channel will know that exploration is something that I really do enjoy when it comes to games. But exploration comes in multiple forms. Sometimes it's exploring the horizon, exploring different planets and the cosmos. Other times it's exploring every mechanic that the game has to offer and discovering the various elements of the world around it. Everspace 2 then is one such game that invites players to delve deep into its universe, to uncover secrets, solve puzzles and engage with its lore. It's a game that encourages you to not just traverse its universe, but also to truly explore it, to uncover every hidden treasure, to solve every puzzle and to engage with each piece of the lore. In short, the thing I enjoy the most about Everspace 2 then is the fact it's always leading you on to a new area or onto a new task. This might be the desire to explore a new asteroid, it might be a desire to take a look at the surface of a planet or dive down into whatever tunnel you come across, or it could simply be looking for more loot to constantly improve your ship and to continue to improve its power. This type of gameplay then, this type of exploration and discovery only really comes about when the developer has a laser focus on what it wants from its gameplay mechanics. It means you need a game that is very carefully crafted, where gameplay links into the design of the game world itself.
Yeah, what
something
is this?
that we don't see too often.
What is this? Ew. Ew.
Mark, what are you doing, Mark? Mark, no! Stop it, Mark! Mark, no!
Ew.
My
I hate it.
No.
Ew.
Honest.
I hate this. Wow, this is all accurate, by the way.
Mark, what are you?
Whoa. Oh, I'm scared now. Anyways, I guess, Lunas on this. How about do this, I guess.
Not bad. Last day of camp.
Last day. The week's gone by quick.
Yeah. So as the last day of Camp Unisonus, we thought we'd spend it, just skipping some rocks down by the raging river here.
Yeah. That's 2020 for you.
When we were told about these campgrounds, we were told about, a lovely flowing river, and just turns out that things aren't always what you expect them to be.
Exactly. But as campers, we make do, and we do the best that we can with what we're given.
And I think that's kind of the principle of Unisonus. It's a lot of people
They try to discern some weird cryptic meaning behind what we do. They're like, oh, there's got to be something that they're going to do when it ends. You know, there's going to do something. And I think people are just overcomplicating the idea behind it. They're assuming that we put more thought into it at the beginning than we did.
Yeah. No, because the original idea was literally, you and I were both sort of like bored of doing gaming stuff all the time, and it was a place to make literally anything we wanted.
Yeah.
And yeah.
And the message being that, like, because it was temporary, it didn't matter what we made, so long as we made something. And I think that, you know, it's a principle that a lot of people, you know, ask us, like, how do you make YouTube videos? How do you get started in? Like, it's this principle. We didn't expect to have Unisonus blow up the way it did. We didn't expect people to respond to it the way that they did. And I think that, like, just the principle of making things every day, it doesn't matter what, just make things. And really, that's what we do at Unisonus. That's what these videos are. We make.
A lot of people have asked both of us, you know, because of the way that the year has gone, you know, we had a lot planned that we weren't able to do, and we won't be able to do in the lifespan of Unisonus. And a lot of people have asked, like, hey, like, you know, we'll cut you some slack, you can extend the year, but that completely defeats the purpose. You know, we have to play the hands that we were dealt.
Creativity flows from constraints. If you have all the options available to you all the time, then, you know, you don't feel challenged. And I think that the best things come out of the most inopportune circumstances. And I think Unisonus is very indicative of that. I've joked about this. We could do a video that's about one sheet of toilet paper, and we could make it into a full video. And the point is not that everything we make is perfect, but it's the best we could do at the time.
Yeah, I think that we've definitely done that with every video. You know, made the best thing that we could make in that time.
What's some of your favorites?
I think Escape Room holds a special place in my heart. Cooking with sex toys, even though it's kind of a cop-out because it's the first, like, real video. But
yeah, not the first one we filmed, by the way. What was the first one we filmed?
So in that day, we did sex toys, we did helium therapy, we did the waxing. That might have been it. I can't remember. What was the first video we filmed?
Yeah, we've done so many videos now.
Yeah, by the end there will be 365.
Yeah, and a lot of people, you wonder about, like, the whole channel's fascination with death. A lot of people get it, but it's not about, like, celebrating death itself. It's about understanding that death is universal. Death is kind of like the constant ending point of life, and it's what helps give life meaning, to me anyway. I've always looked at it like, I know someday I'm going to die, so I have to do everything I can while I'm alive to make sure that my life had the meaning I wanted it to have.
I think that's what makes not only the channel so special, but each video so special, because, like, just looking at as a single video, you know, like, it's a good video, but there's not a lot that's, like, super special about it necessarily, you know, but when you add the meaning of, oh, this is going to get deleted soon, it adds a whole nother thing.
Yeah. It's great to think all the videos have the exact same end.
That's weird, I've never thought about that before.
Doesn't matter if the video came out 3 days before the channel ended. They all share the same fate.
Yep. If you could save a video, and obviously we won't do this, but if you could save a video, what video would you want to save? Only one.
Save?
Yeah, if you had to choose one.
Well, honestly, like, the thought never crossed my mind. It's always just been, every single one of these is, I've already let go. There's really nothing I would save. Because, like, as soon as it's done and it's up, and I can watch it until the day comes, but I have this nice closure to each video. I let it go.
I'm gonna grab a few more rocks. Just because I've only got 2 left.
Reloading! Reloading! My favorite probably, I do love sensory deprivation chamber. I really do.
The DIY one or the real one?
DIY one. But also, I really love some of the stuff we've been doing recently.
Yeah.
I like children's games in the dark just because it's such a crazy idea, and, like, it works. Like, it's just like, Who would think of playing children's games in just pitch blackness, but it works.
I've had a lot of people ask if we're gonna be sad when Unisonus ends. And like, of course, like, it's bittersweet, you know?
Yeah.
But I think I'm gonna be really excited when it ends. Like, and I think the main thing being that when we first were talking about making Unisonus a thing, it was like, okay, can we really do a video a day on top of our own stuff every day for a whole year and try and make every video, you know, special or whatever?
Yeah.
And I think it's gonna be really awesome at the end, although we're deleting everything, being like, oh, we did it. Like, we did that thing.
Yeah, the videos definitely weren't supposed to be special. And not all videos have been special. Let's get that clear out of the way. We know some videos are far superior to other videos. But that also is like not reflective of what people really respond to the most. Because there's some videos that we're like, oh yeah, this one's great. And everyone's like, well, whatever.
Yeah.
All right, move on. I was so peeved when the Barrel music video came out.
Oh yeah.
And like people were like, what is this low effort crap? And it's like, you, what the, fuck
it
you.
Takes so much more effort.
So much more work.
So
into
much
that.
more.
That's the other thing about that I don't like is about Unisonus, because, you know, there's obviously negatives to it besides the time commitment. Is just like, when you make something and you just do the thing where you release it, you have no control over it afterwards, or you have no control about how people are going to respond to it. And like that happens in my channel. I'm sure that happens in your channel. But it's just like, not every, well, that was a good one. Not everyone understands what the good shit is.
Yeah, no, exactly. Because some videos like have way more effort than others, and it always seems to go that way. Of like the thing that you spend the most time on is like, oh, people don't react the way that they would to like a 2-minute phone bullshit vlog thing or whatever.
Because Unisonus became.
Wait a minute. I think I just realized. No! No, I fucked up. Oh shit. Oh shit. Temporary